What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live watch along. And listen, we're back, people, after a 2-week break of Arsenal. It's match day again. Arsenal against Crystal Palace, London derby. I've literally come through the door as we're starting, so apologies for being late. Cruz had a game this morning. And literally out the car, laptop on straight away. They battered MK Dons this morning and he got a hat-trick. So, yeah, it was a good morning. But listen, let's hope Arsenal don't mash up the afternoon. Big game. Looking forward to it. And I'll only be looking forward to it, of course, if we collect 3 points. If we end up losing, the weekend is all over the place. But big up to everyone locked in. Make sure you like the video. We're looking for 3,000 likes. We're back in action. Subscribe to the channel. We're in subscriber only mode. And don't forget as well, I will be doing the giveaway for Fantasy 5 at the end of the show, people. So last 5 minutes of the show. For those of you that joined yesterday or today and left a comment on yesterday's video with your username, it gets picked at random and then we'll get the winner at the end of the show. So keep yourself locked in. Sniper Scope won the £50 voucher the day before, so big up to Fantasy 5. Ash said, big up Big C, love your pod with Dan Potts and Troops spitting facts. Hey, you know, we ain't gonna mess about, people. I want to see Smith Rowe with a good 20 to 30 minute substitute appearance. Let's hope so. John says, big up Cruz, brilliant. Appreciate that. H says, big up Cruz. J. Angelo, C Unit Business, big up Cruz. Come on, you Gunners, 3 points only. If we don't win today, it ain't Arsenal therapy. I don't even know if Arsenal rehab. Like, we're going to have to go away for a few weeks. I've said it before and I've said it again, and I don't want to be dramatic because some people say, oh, it's dramatic. If we don't win today, I think the title race is over. And listen, some people are saying the last few games have made it feel like it's over anyway. But if we don't collect today, it's done. Detox, yeah, we'll have to go without Arsenal for 3 months. Let's go through the Arsenal team lineup while plenty of you join in, which I really appreciate your support as always. David Raya is back in goal, people. We did the preview yesterday and I said, listen, I would have played Ramsdale, but it ain't going to happen. There's no point even having that discussion. David Raya plays in goal as we expected. But we have got a double boost here, people. And that is that Zinchenko returns to the lineup. I know we've been critical of Zinchenko this season, and rightly so. Not always his fault. I don't think he's a natural left-back. But listen, we were saying yesterday, Cedric or Kivior, which is, you know, I don't know who's worse out of the two of them. So I'm actually delighted to see Zinchenko at left back. Ben White plays at right back. Those two need to step up. Last season, you're talking about Ben White, I would say, along with Kieran Trippier, the best right back in the Premier League last season. Zinchenko, top 3, maybe left backs. This season, they've been horrific. Those two need to step up. The centre-backs pick themselves. They've been outstanding, probably along with Declan Rice, our 2 most consistent players. Gabriel and Saliba, of course. Declan Rice continues. Odegaard and Havertz, the 2 attacking midfielders. Those 2 need to perform as well. We have not seen enough from them. Havertz, of course, been very critical of him. I need to see a lot more. Saka plays on the right. Trossard comes in on the left-hand side, people. Martinelli is dropped. Listen, Martinelli can't complain. He's been poor. But Trossard needs to perform because when Trossard's been coming off the bench, he hasn't been doing much better. But he starts, he's playing left wing. That's his natural position. So he needs a performance today. And Gabriel Jesus returns to the starting lineup, which I'm glad about. I don't want to see Havertz up front and I don't want to see Nketiah up front. But the reality is, Jesus has to do more. There is probably 6 or 7 players in this team at the moment that I would put question marks next to their name. David Raya, has he been much better than Ramsdale? I don't think so. Ben White and Zinchenko have been below par. Odegaard's not doing enough. Havertz nowhere near enough. Saka chipping in with numbers, but I don't think his performances are as good. Trossard hasn't started as much, but, you know, hasn't been great. And Jesus not scoring enough goals. I tell you what the interesting thing is, and Kenny, you've given me this thought process. I wonder if Trossard's playing up front and Jesus is playing on the left. That is a good point, you know. I just assumed Jesus through the middle, Trossard on the left, but I wonder if he's going to actually rotate it. Because one of Gabriel Jesus' best performances this season was actually playing out wide against Manchester City, and Trossard played twice through the middle and scored in both games. So it's interesting. The Arsenal bench: Aaron Ramsdale, Cedric, Walters, Kivior, Jorginho, Emile Smith-Rowe. I've had to list it as ESR because I was running out of space. Nelson, Gabriel Martinelli, and Eddie Nketiah. For me, that bench is still not good enough to be in a title race. I've got to be honest, which is why, you know, I really would like to see Arsenal go into the market. And obviously, there's a lot of news that Thomas Partey could be available for the next game against Forest, which is in 10 days' time. So we'll see with that one. Bossard always looks good when interchanging with Martinelli. Yeah, this is a poor lineup. The only way we win if their defence isn't playing, says Mark. Listen, we're all in a kind of mindset at the moment. Arsenal, I mean, look at that last 5 games form, people. 3 defeats in a row. 2 of them in the Prem, 1 in the FA Cup, a draw in the Prem, 1 win in our last 7 games. Every Arsenal fan is in their feelings at the moment. I'm in my feelings. It's like a Drake album back in the day, people. Marvin's Room. You know what I mean? If you know, you know. Big tune. I'm very annoyed. I'm emotional with Arsenal right now. I'm not even going into this game with confidence, to be honest. I'm not. Crystal Palace have won 1 in their last 5. But I'm not confident because if we don't break them down early, it will be nerve-wracking. They'll put 10 players behind the ball, and Palace are not bad in transition on the break. If we can score early today, I think we can beat them. I'm not going to make no excuses for Arsenal today for the simple fact that that is not a particularly good Crystal Palace team. You know, Schlupp's playing left wing. Will Hughes is playing. Like, they've got Elise, who's possibly their best player. I mean, Zach said Arsenal have drained the life out of him. And they do. That's what Arsenal do. It's like a roller coaster. 1 minute you think we're going to win the league. The next minute you can't stand them, you know? But that's what being a fan is all about, I suppose. It is a roller coaster. I think somebody just said it in the comments. Mateta, you watch Mateta. 30 games out of 38. He's absolutely bang average. But you know, like you just said, he'll turn into prime Didier Drogba today for some reason. It just always seems to happen. I remember going to that game, Arsenal against Crystal Palace, under Emery, and I'm thinking, we're going to get top 4. And he played Jenkinson and El Neni. Zaha ripped us apart, and Benteke scored, and he was like, oh my God, Benteke never scores. So it is what it is, though. Listen. We've had a 13-day break. I feel refreshed. I actually think I needed the break of Arsenal not playing. Let's get on our positive mindset. We've got to get 1 game at a time, 1 win at a time. I've got to the point where it doesn't make sense looking to the end of the season. We've just got to take it 1 step at a time at the moment. And that 1 step is get 3 points today. The result is more important than the performance, but I would love to see a result and a performance. When is the last time this team played really well and won a game of football? The Brighton game we did quite well. But they need to do something. They've been to Dubai for 8 days. The manager's been fed steak by Salt Bay. Declan Rice was playing golf. You know what I mean? There's no excuse, people. Sniper Scope, let me know. Did you sort out the £50 voucher? I want to make sure there's been some sort of contact made, because when I spoke to them, they said tell him to message them on Twitter or Instagram and they'll get it to you. So let me know. Don't forget, I will announce the next competition winner at the end of this show. If you've joined Fantasy 5, put your username in yesterday's video. The app automatically selects a winner, so I will announce the winner at the end of the show. I want to make sure you're getting your prize, you know. DJ Ash said, I tell you what, if we don't get 3 points today, it's going to be a meltdown settings with the whole Salt Bay. The Salt Bay will be memed all over the internet. Your manager's been eating gold steak and you can't beat Palace. There's no excuse. Eyes of the world are on the game. We're the only Premier League game that's playing early today. No, I won't let the steak go, bro. I won't let the steak go. Get us to the top of the league, then cool, no problem. But it is what it is. Cooper said he's 20-month-old. Eve says hi. Big up, big up. Arsenal family, man. We're an Arsenal family. And even if you're not Arsenal family, you're Curtis Shaw TV community anyway, you know. No excuses. Listen, Crystal Palace played on, was it Thursday night? Wednesday night? Everton away. Lost 1-0 in the FA Cup. They're probably more tired. They've got players at AFCON. Elise, one of their best players, is out. There is absolutely no excuse for this team and this manager. They better win today. I'm telling you. Patience is wearing thin with a lot of Arsenal fans. They've got to win. Ivan Toney returns today. Apparently he's captain as well. That's the 5:30 kickoff. Let's get into a few stories before we get into the game. We've still got 40 minutes until kickoff. I'm really hoping Arsenal score early and put on a show. The fans deserve it. We spoke yesterday about Emile Smith-Rowe. And thankfully, in my opinion, Arsenal have done the right thing. Fabrizio Romano reporting, Arsenal have rejected an initial approach from West Ham to sign Emile Smith-Rowe on loan. The club have no intention of letting Smith-Rowe leave, while the player is also happy to stay. In my opinion, Smith-Rowe's got 6 months to rescue his Arsenal career. I'm going to be totally honest. I think he's got 6 months. I'm a big fan of Emile Smith-Rowe. Big fan. But he's got to step up. Sniper, I've just seen your message. You've messaged them. I'm going to message them and follow it up. Don't worry. We'll get that sorted. ESR's one of us, man. He came through the system. HLM boys should get an opportunity if they're good enough. I'm not one of these who, they're Hale End, so we've got to play him. If you ain't good enough and you're from Hale End, dash him. Get rid of him, sell him. But Smith-Rowe, to me, has proved he's good enough. What he needs to do, again, he's proved that he's still good enough, because people are like, you had a season of being injury-prone. Are you still that player? I've seen Havertz for over 20 games. I haven't seen nothing substantial from him. I've seen Fabio Vieira for 18 months. I've seen nothing really from him. I would rather see ESR playing in that attacking midfield role. But he's got to train well. He's got to put the pressure on. When he comes off the bench, he's got to do something. However, it doesn't help if you're being brought on in the 88th minute, as he was against Liverpool. He needs consistent game time. But Arteta, we know he loves players who train well and all them kind of things. Maybe he's a very laid-back player in training. So sometimes we have to adjust to what a manager wants from us. That's just the reality of football. But I'm delighted he's staying, and I hope he gets a chance. Kyle said, I know it's early, but run that intro, boss. You know what? We'll run it once, just pre-kickoff. Run that ting! See, I thought I'd just show the goals because, I'm trying to inspire the Arsenal strikers that can't hit the back of the net at the moment. It's a one-off though, people, please. I don't want no, even though I like the super chats, I don't want no more pull-ups. I can't do it. Not on a match day, people. We have to be a little bit professional, but big up Guile. I'm just trying to inspire Gabriel Jesus to shoot and try and hit the target, you know what I mean? Lee Burnell, big up Big C Unit Business, Rude Boy. Big up to you, bro. Elliot said, hey, done been here for 2 years. Arsenal best, not ruin my anniversary today. Big up yourself, Elliot. And we're doing the member stream tomorrow, people. Member stream tomorrow. And me and Turkish are launching. Finally, we're starting the show tomorrow. 7 or 8 o'clock on Turkish's channel tomorrow night. So we'll be doing that. Hopefully we won't be having a meltdown. So we're going to rotate. 1 week it will be on Turkish's channel. The week after it will be on mine. We were like, what should we call the show? We're coming up with all these fancy names. We're like, you know what? Just call it the Turkish and Curtis Show. Why not? Just go simple and effective. So make sure you tune in for that. And we'll be doing the member stream tomorrow. I'm just checking. What time are the games tomorrow? Because I don't want it to clash with the games. West Ham, Bournemouth, Liverpool, 4:30. Maybe 3 o'clock. We'll do it at 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock tomorrow, member stream. Sheffield United, West Ham's on. No one cares about that. 3 o'clock tomorrow, member stream. We'll get that done so it finishes before Bournemouth, Liverpool. So 3 o'clock tomorrow. Members, get involved. Let's hope we're talking about 3 points. If we've lost today, I don't dare think what's going to be going on tomorrow. But yeah, man, I'll 3 o'clock tomorrow, member stream, 7 o'clock tomorrow on Turkish's channel, Turkish and Curtis show gets underway, people. So let's hope we're celebrating rather than moaning. D-Mac said, let's be real, most of this team are bang average, overachieved last season, only game changer on the bench. Today is Martinelli. Enough said. D-Mac, you know, jeez. He's coming in with that Fitz-Joseph shotgun. Bow! Licked off the door and took off everything, moving like the bailiffs. Most of this team are bang average. Let's keep it a book, right? Let's keep it a book. Who is an absolute baller in this Arsenal team? And I mean like baller, like Man City would take them. Real Madrid would look at them if they're available. Raya's nothing special, I'm being honest. Ben White last season was good. I don't think he's anything special. I'm just keeping it 100. Zinchenko at left back's nothing special. You get away with it at City. I think the two centre-backs are very good. Everybody seems to want a left-footed centre-back. I think Gabriel would get a good move. Saliba, for me, would play for anybody in the world. I think all the top clubs in world football would want him. Declan Rice is top quality, one of the best DMs around, in my opinion. Not as good as Rodri, but he's in that sort of bracket. Odegaard, when he's good, he could play for anybody, in my opinion. When he's bad, you wouldn't want him anywhere near your team, and that's the problem. That's why Odegaard, Real Madrid let him go. When he's good, he's one of the best attacking mids in world football. When he's bad, you might as well have a corner flag playing. He's about as useful as that. Havertz, no. Saka, listen, big clubs would want Saka. You look at right wingers in world football, there's not many. You're talking about Rodrigo and probably Mo Salah. There's not many others. Saka would get a big, big move, you know. Trossard is okay. He wouldn't go to a bigger club than us. Jesus would get a decent move just because the striker market is weak, but he's not going higher than Arsenal, in my opinion. I think you look at the whole of the bench, the only one is Martinelli. I think Martinelli would get a good move. Thomas Partey's quality, but his age and injury record doesn't. And I think probably Timber, but Timber hasn't done enough yet to get a big move, you know, and he's had a major knee injury now, so that would... So I think you're really looking at Saliba, Rice and Saka. Saliba, Rice and Saka are the three that I think big clubs would be trying to spend big money to get. Maybe Gabriel. Maybe Gabriel because he's left-footed, but his quality on the ball at times has improved, to be honest, this season. But definitely, I think you're looking at Saliba, Rice and Saka are the three that I know Saka hasn't been as good this season, but 22 years of age, right winger, goal scorer, starts for England. Clubs would be all over him. Timber, I think, would have, but that knee injury would put people off him at the moment. So you're looking at 3 or 4 really top players, and then the rest... You're figuring it out, and I think we need another 2 players in that bracket, and that's the problem. Listen, Cool Bush, I hear you. Gabriel, we're gonna give him a bly as well. He's had a brilliant season, so maybe we should get him in that bracket as well. Brian said, big up Curtis, -6. That's what we've been getting over here in England. But you know, in England, yeah, you know when we get bad weather, we can't cope with it. We are proper, like, you go abroad and a man are saying, yo, it's -10, -15, or it gets up to the 40 degrees. In England, when it's hot, we can't cope. We don't have air conditioning in the house. We got some little fan that's spinning around at 100 miles an hour. You know, it stays hot at night. We can't cope with it. When it gets cold, we can't deal with it. It's icy. We're freezing. The heating's costing you about £10 an hour. Extreme weather in this country, we're all over the place. He said, -6, Brooklyn in the building. Let's hope we have our scoring boots cooking today. 3-0 to the Gunners. You and Turkish are my 2 favourites. Big up, bro. Make sure you tune in for the show tomorrow. Should be a good one. I just hope we're talking about a victory and something positive. Jeezy Fresh said, bless up, Big C. Big up yourself, brother. Appreciate you tuning in. Big up to everyone locked in. 2,100 of you already tuned in. I'm just going to message Fantasy 5 now because I'm not happy that they haven't reached out to Sniper Scope yet. Sniper Scope has messaged you. Can you make contact about his voucher? Can't be letting the community down. You start looking at me sideways, and I got another competition at the end of the show. Right, what we got? We got half an hour until kickoff. Plenty of time to go. Arsenal against Palace. Just go through the team again for anybody that's just tuned in. David Raya continues in goal. Obviously, he didn't play in the FA Cup. Which is, listen, you look at it now, actually, when I really think about this, Ramsdale might not play another game all season, to be honest, because realistically, he was only going to get game time in the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup, and we're out of both of them. David Raya is going to play in the knockout stage of the Champions League. He's played all the main Champions League games. And so that game against Liverpool could possibly be the last time Ramsdale plays for this football club, because in my opinion, I think Ramsdale will leave in the summer if he's on the bench for the rest of the season, unless Raya gets sent off or injured. So, yeah, that could be. Oh yeah, the Brentford game. That's a good point. Brentford in the league. Yeah, that's a great point. But yeah, that could just be just a makeshift one appearance. Toda said, I'm in hospital. My wife is giving birth. I'm going to chill a bit and wait with my fave streamer. Hey, more life, more blessings. And another one welcomed into the community. Big up yourself. Ramsdale is head and shoulders better than David Raya. Well, that's a debate we've had. But David Raya is in goal. The back four, Ben White, Zinchenko returns from injury. Who would have thought 4 weeks ago, a lot of people were saying, get him out the team, he can't defend. Now, I'm celebrating his return because Kivior and Cedric, that's not the kind of choice that you want, is it? It's just not. So I'm delighted to actually see Zinchenko back in the team. Gabriel and Saliba are at centre-back. We know we can rely on them. Declan Rice in midfield with Odegaard and Havertz. It's time for them guys to step up. Odegaard last season was one of the best attacking mids in the league. But this season he's been missing. Sebedy said that's commitment. Only streamer that has people watching from the maternity room. It's worth it. Get in that maternity room. Let her have a little bit of a rest. Get on your phone for 10 minutes. If you hear a bit of screaming in there, just put the phone down. Get yourself back in there. Baby out yet? Not yet? All right, I'll be back in there. Arsenal are playing. It's worth it, innit, people? Just don't miss the birth. Make sure when the baby comes out, you're there. Gunnar Malk said, Big C, how do I become a member? Should be a join button next to the subscribe button. If you're on an iPhone, sometimes it doesn't show up. Go on full desktop mode and it should allow you to do it. I don't know why it doesn't let people on iPhones join and become members. It is frustrating. When so many people, of course, have got iPhones, Oh, Curtis, listen, I'm just giving you advice. I've been there, when the baby's being born, the game, everything all right in there? Just give me a call if you're pushing, and I'll be back. New Zealand Gooner said it's 1 a.m. in Wellington, New Zealand. This result decides if I go for a run or boxing after. Where's that charger? Get that plugged in from now. I can't afford that battery to be running out. There we go. Surely we win today. Honestly, I can't even imagine not winning this game today. It's not even a possibility in my mind that we don't beat this Crystal Palace team, KA said, big up Big C in the community. Thanks for the stream. Will cheer me up a bit. Hope Arsenal can give me a bit of a cheer. I lost my newborn grand. Oh, man. Devastating, bro. Listen, I hope they can give you something to smile about, man. Appreciate you tuning in. And thoughts go out to you and your family, bro. Let's hope they can give you something to smile about, at least today. Joseph saying, get ready for some boxing. He obviously thinks it ain't going to go well. Sam Bond, big up for the super chat, bro. Big C, if Ramsdale's so great, how come he has been relegated 3 times and was in goal when we bottled top 4? It's a good point. Listen, good goalkeepers can play for teams at the bottom of the league. Ultimately, if they're a garbage team, he can't keep them up by himself. So the relegation, I can't blame on him. Bottling top 4, let's be honest, we capitulated. He was part of it. And he definitely deserves some slander for part of it. I want to make one thing clear. I've never, ever come on this channel and said, I think that Aaron Ramsdale is a top level goalkeeper. I've actually said many times that I would be prepared to replace Ramsdale if you're bringing me in a top level goalkeeper. I have no problem with Ramsdale being dropped. I want the replacement to be considerably better, and I don't think David Raya is considerably better. I want the brother. What's the guy's name? Minions. From AC Milan. You know, I still don't know how to pronounce the guy's name. I called him Mainan. Then I heard someone say Mike Mignon. I thought he was winding me up saying Mike Minion. You know what I'm talking about anyway. The French Donny at AC Milan. He's a baller, man. I always liked Oblak as well. I don't know how old he is now, though. You know what I'm talking about. Big up everyone putting their condolences into Kay Hayes, man. Big him up. I appreciate him even tuning in. But yeah, Magic Mike. We'll just call him Magic Mike. I'm butchering his name here. Carlos said this team feels like a chore now, almost a burden. People, what's going on? Usually, you know, I'm constantly complaining about Arsenal. I've turned up today saying, right, let me try. We've had a 2-week break. The manager's had his golden steak. You know, that steak joke's gonna run forever. I'm trying to lift the spirits here. Everyone's like, man are saying it's a chore. It's almost a burden. People feel like they're going to work. Oh, what time is it? What's that alarm going off for? Oh, damn, I've got to watch Arsenal. Like, we're fuming right now. We're all in our feelings right now, aren't we? This is real, like, Drake 2008, 2007, you know, cups of the rosé. Gonna call one and go home. I've been in this club too long. The woman that Let me not start singing them old school Drake tunes, man. You know what I mean? Drake and me is a bit of an issue after the car park tickets in New York, so I shouldn't even really be singing his music, but obviously I can't sing R. Kelly and them for different reasons. But anyway, yeah, we're emotional right now. We're an emotional bunch. We're all vexed. You know what it is, yeah? Arsenal have this feeling, don't they? They make you believe. You say to yourself, I'm not going to get carried away with Arsenal. I don't think we're going to win it. And then they win, and you go, we're going to win it. And just as you say we're going to win it, they go and lose to Fulham. And then Partey gets injured. Then FFP January. Then the manager's eating steak. And you realise I'm back to square one. Actually, we're not going to win it. And you're fuming at yourself that you even allowed yourself to believe it was going to happen. As Turkish always used to say, it's a roundabout. And, you know, we end up back in the same place. But, you know, we're here. We're still tuned in to see just what happens. But, yeah, it's emotional times, man. The destroyer of dreams. I've said it before, people. We are in the Truman Show. We are. Someone's going to pop out with a camera eventually and say it's a social experiment to see how much punishment you could take being an Arsenal fan. But we'll see. Just win today and we'll take it from there, you know. Partey's back in training. I don't think he's in full training, but he is now playing with a football. They reckon he may be available for the Forest game, which is in 10 days. Aidan said, I will be at the Forest v Arsenal game, but sat with the Forest fans. Wish me luck. You'll be all right. Just don't celebrate too loud. Quezi said, it's the hope that kills. 15-16 and 22-23 peed me off. Supporting Arsenal and going school during 2013 to 15 was hell. I mean, listen, I was there when we beat Leicester. Danny Welbeck header. Mesut Ozil cross. Spoke about it before. I'm sure many of you were there, and if you wasn't, you watched it and went crazy. I walked out the ground that day. I said, we're winning the league. Leicester can't keep this up for a whole season. We've just beat them with a last-minute header. Welbeck's jumped in the crowd. And then Giroud didn't score for 15 games. And it was over. And Vardy won the title. I said, if we can't win a title above Leicester, when are we actually going to win the league? We're still here plugging away in 2024 trying to find the answer. How do we find the answer? Arteta average player, even worse manager. No, honestly, I'm trying to... Because you know what it is? If you guys get going and get me in that zone, I'm going to be... like, I'm trying to stay calm. I honestly think if we don't win today, this stream's going to be wild. I feel like a melting pot. It's like the kettle's boiling, but it hasn't quite bubbled up yet. Like, I've been so relaxed for the last 13 days. You know, I'm chilled. I got the haircut and the shape up. I feel good. I've had a nice relaxed 2 weeks. I've put it in my head, you know, we're not signing no one. Don't get frustrated with the transfers. Forget about it. The game started and I can feel those feelings coming back to me already. Like, you know, you lot better not mash up the weekend by doing this. I'm telling you, we're real emotional right now. Cooper said, I don't trust Arteta or this team. No, and we shouldn't. Carlos said, Zinni couldn't defend a waiter from giving you bread. Listen, I'm hoping we have the ball so much today that, you know, Zinchenko doesn't have to defend too much. Curtis and Turkish therapy would be wild. Like I said, I'll be on Turkish's show tomorrow. I usually do my roundup show from the game on Monday. But if we don't win today, we're going to do Arsenal therapy tomorrow. Then then we'll do the members stream. Then we'll do the Turkish show in the evening. So I'm hoping we don't drop any points. Don't start work until 2:30, so just at 12 pins around the corner. Hey, big up, man. I usually go to Tolleton, but 12 pins is a bit livelier, I would say. -17 in Ontario, Canada. I don't know how you cope. We're hitting -6 and the whole country's going into meltdown. 2.5k in the chat. Let's get the likes up. Listen, 3,000 likes by the end of this show, people. Get involved. The game's on TNT Sports. Ben's asking for a website. If anybody's got a website or a different channel, throw it in the comments. So, yeah, it is a lot of streams. Busy Sunday. Chris said he's saying the steak was very, very good. Have they asked him about the steak? I hope they did. Surely for banter, somebody. Rio Ferdinand's on TNT. He can get away with asking him that question because he was such a top player. Arteta will take the joke. Let's have a look. Arteta steak. Did he say anything about the steak? I mean, there's already videos going around. I don't know whether he answered the question, but yeah, it is what it is. USA Network in the US apparently are showing the game. When is merch on sale? It will be out this season. We'll get there eventually. What does Daichi think about Arteta's steak? I mean, listen, mate, I'm a real grown man. I'll go to a restaurant, you know, take the missus out to a restaurant. We'll have a nice bit of steak. I like it well done. But I tell you something, mate. Saltbait ain't feeding me no steak in my mouth. If he tried to do that, mate, I'd uppercut him and put him in a headlock. We eat bricks, we eat wood, we eat concrete. And I've just drank some diesel for breakfast. So, Arteta, mate, you're not a real man. Next time he does that, punch him in the stomach, drop him with the uppercut, get him in the headlock. He'll never put salt on your steak again, mate. So there you go, mate. That's what Daishi thinks. Under-seasoned, a little bit like the team. I hear you on that one. It's that plain chicken. You know how bad it got? I tell you the truth. When I played football, right, and we used to go for pre-match, and they used to love giving us chicken, like boiled chicken. And I used to say to the chef, I said, brother, can't you put nothing on this chicken? You're bringing me plain chicken and plain rice. What kind of meal is this? I'm not in prison. It got so bad. At the pre-match table, man were drawing for the inside pocket. You know, like an old man playing dominoes. Man's going for the inside pocket and pulling out sauce and seasoning and just, yo, let me put a little sauce on this, man. I can't eat this dry chicken. Salt and water on it. So that's what man had to do. You had to season it up, people. It's mad. Stick to the day job. Okay, Ronnie's not happy with the... I thought that was prime Sean Dyche, to be honest. But grilled chicken and broccoli settings, I mean, it's healthy, it's good for you. But I needed a little flavour, you know what I'm saying? Drank diesel is wild. I think that one's quite good. I'm actually going to try and get Darren Farley on the show after this weekend, because obviously we've got another 10 days until our next game. It's going to be a little bit quiet. I don't exactly expect the transfer window to be heating up, so I'm going to try and get Farley on. He's obviously the master of the Sean Dyche impression. Carlos said Tony would be our leading scorer with 2 games. Not going to take long, is it? I mean, what, 5 goals, something like that? I bet Tony scores today. I'm going to watch that game at 5:30. They got Forest and he's captain apparently today. Steve said, Big C, love from Cleveland. It's 7 a.m. over here, but I'm on full WWF, not E. Ultimate Warrior settings. If we don't win, someone is going to get a cheer shot. I'm telling you, bro. I was up late again last night. I don't know about it, but I just love basketball at the moment. I have to start doing NBA streams. And I've said this before. I don't particularly support a team in basketball. I don't know if anybody else is like this. I'm kind of more of a follower of players. But I just love NBA at the moment. I was watching Boston Celtics against Denver Nuggets last night. Tatum against Jokic. Obviously, Denver won. The night before, I don't know if anybody follows me on Instagram, but that little move from Anthony Edwards, man, oh my God, I was shouting down the house in the middle of the night, man. I actually think I like NBA more than football at the moment. I'm being honest. I like NBA more than football. It brings me genuine joy to watch NBA at the moment without the stress of supporting a team and going through all the pain of being an Arsenal fan. I love NBA. I actually want to go to a game. I want to go and watch an NBA game this season. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Anthony Edwards, man. Ant-Man. What a ball. 22 years of age. Madness. Yeah, I saw that. The US team are playing at the O2. The problem I've got with that game is it's at the end of July. And the last 2 years, the Arsenal tour of America has been at the end of July. So I don't want to buy tickets and then the tour gets announced and then I can't go to the game. If I can go to it, I will. But I want to go to an NBA game in America, man. But yeah, I love NBA at the moment. I know Nico's a Celtics fan. They are cooking. Cruz actually supports the Celtics. He's a big Jason Tatum fan. So yeah, he's always bantering me about the Celtics. But anyway, let's concentrate on football. Nimbo said, I'm back, took a break from any Arsenal. Bro, I don't blame you. Genuinely, if I wasn't making content, I would take a break from Arsenal because they're not good for you at times. Big up Nimbo. And big up TGG23 who's become a member. Big up yourself, bro. And appreciate you joining. Get involved in the member stream tomorrow, 3 p.m. member stream. Have your say, people. I'm a Clippers fan. We're cooking. Yeah, James Harden, man. Exciting player to watch, innit? Bucks, Giannis, beast mode. Lillard, man. Do you know, I don't really support any team. I've kind of got two teams, right? And the reason I don't fully support any of them is because they're too stressful to support. My two teams, I like the New York Knicks because Patrick Ewing, Jamaican born. I used to love Carmelo Anthony as well. And it's New York, innit? But New York Knicks are a mad stressful team. You can't support them. My other team, I know you shouldn't have more than one team, but my other team is Miami Heat. Because growing up, I loved LeBron James and Dwayne Wade at the Miami Heat. So I always like Miami Heat because I'm a LeBron fan. I can't lie. LeBron is my guy, fam. So because he was at the Heat when I was growing up, I always kind of loved Miami Heat. And I was rooting for him last year, Jimmy Butler in the playoffs. But I've watched the Heat a few times this year. I said, yo, I can't get involved in all that. And I've watched the Knicks as well, and I can't deal with all that stress. You know, so, and Knicks and Arsenal, or Heat and Arsenal, there's only so much stress you can take. So I just sit back, and I'm just an NBA fan, you know. But it is what it is. Big up Marco, he's gifted a Curtis Shaw TV membership. Big up yourself. And big up Whammer, who's gifted 10 Curtis Shaw TV memberships. You know what? Because I'm in a good mood. Pre-match, I'm in a good mood. It's during the game where it all goes wrong. I'm going to gift 5 Curtis Shaw TV memberships. Why not? Let's do it. I appreciate the support. Great community. I'm going to gift out 5 now. Let's get 5 given out. I told you, by the end of the season, everyone in the comments will be a member somewhere. How do I do this? Gifting. Membership gifting. Let's gift 5. I think that's worked. Has that gone through? Should be in the chat. There we go. I'm in. 5 more. Everyone's getting memberships this season, I'm telling you. If you're not buying one, we'll gift them. That's another 16 memberships there from Marco, Whammer, and myself. Big up yourself. Lucas said, man supports Arsenal and Knicks can't catch a break. That's why I said I backed off from the teams. I was a Carmelo Anthony fan and Miami Heat with LeBron. I just sit back and enjoy basketball. Right, what have we got? We've got 12 minutes until kickoff. Let's focus on the game. It'll end up as an NBA stream if I carry on. Make sure in your settings you have it so that you're eligible to accept gifted memberships. MJ over LeBron. I mean, I think MJ is the GOAT, but I feel like I lived the LeBron time more than the MJ one. So I kind of look at MJ and say, yeah, man, you're the GOAT. But I've enjoyed the LeBron era more because I watched basketball a lot more while he's been playing. So yeah, if we get into that debate, I'll end up not even watching the game. I grew up a Bulls fan from watching MJ, but grew up in Michigan, so was a huge Pistons fan. Tayshaun, Rip Hamilton, Chauncey Billions, Rashid, Ben Wallace. There you go. Some real NBA history there. Big up Nico. Big up TGG. Arteta is the worst manager in the history of this club. The F is up with these Twitter Arsenal fans. He's kicked down the door as well. Big up TGG. And big up Ricky, who's gifted one Curtis Shaw TV membership. Big up yourself. So there you go. We're already at 17 new members today. So welcome. It's impossible not to think MJ won 6 out of 6. There you go. There you go. Yeah, and people saying Kobe. I loved Allen Iverson as well. Kane Rose, headband, diamond earrings. It was crazy. Right, there's 10 minutes until kickoff. We'll save the basketball chat for another stream. I am going to do basketball streams before the season ends, I promise you. Jurassic has come in as well. Jurassic J. 10 Curtis Shaw TV memberships. We're cooking with gas, people. 27 new members. Welcome to the community. Big up Jurassic J as well. See, we're bringing in that good feeling, that good vibes. Cam said, are you feeling positive today? I am. I'm feeling positive. We're going to beat Roy Hodgson. If we can't beat Roy, we're finished. Let's go through the teams. Let's go through the Crystal Palace team, actually, which is an interesting one. Henderson in goal, former Forest goalkeeper, hasn't played much. He's been injured a lot of this season. Nathaniel Klein at right back. Old school Nathaniel Klein, you know. Mitchell at left back. I actually like Mitchell. I thought at one stage that Arsenal might go in and try and get him, but we haven't really been linked with him. I think he's got a move in him. I think he could go a little bit higher than Palace. Gay and Anderson, so they've got a decent back four. I think Klein can be got at. The midfield is Richards, Lermont and Hughes, which is not a particularly good midfield at all, really. I think Decore is out. Ayew is at AFCON. And Elise is out injured as well. And then the front three is Eze, Schlupp, and Mateta. I'll be honest, there's two players that concern me. One is Eze, listen, Eze for me is a very, very good player. Eze is an Arsenal fan. He was released by Arsenal when he was a teenager. So he's always going to have a point to prove. I'm glad Elise is not playing as well. And the other one is Mateta. As I said, people, you watch Mateta 30 games this season, he won't do anything. For some reason, he turns into prime Didier Drogba when he plays against Arsenal. They're going to have to keep him quiet. I can't lie. I remember last season, was it last season? That was away from home. It might have been the season before, but he was unplayable in one of them games. So, but listen, if we do our job, we win today. We're better than them. We've got a better team. But it's Arsenal. It doesn't always work like that. We saw that against Fulham. We saw that against Liverpool. Liverpool had half their team missing. We have to win today. Personally, looking at the Arsenal team, I would have still played Martinelli today, and I would have played Emile Smith-Rowe. If I was picking that Arsenal team today, I would have made 3 changes. I would have left Ramsdale in goal, but that's neither here nor there. It's not going to happen. I would have played Smith-Rowe where Havertz is, and I would have played Martinelli instead of Trossard, even though Martinelli's been average, just because I think Klein would struggle against his pace. I don't know if Trossard will trouble Klein as much, but it is what it is. It's still a strong team. They are first-team players that are playing. I know a lot of us are obviously not happy with Kai Havertz, but this manager spent so much money on him, he's going to keep playing him until something happens, if it ever does happen. There's no excuse. Jesus is back, Zinchenko's back. They are first-team players. A lot of you have been saying it, and it's very interesting. I've just looked on Sky. They've listed it as Jesus through the middle, Trossard on the left, Saka on the right, but I'm wondering, will we see Trossard through the middle and maybe push Jesus out wide with Saka on the other wing just to do something different? Joseph said, if we need therapy tomorrow, this season goes up in flames. It's a wrap. It's done, people. It's absolutely done. If we don't get a win today, forget it. It's a write-off. 3 points only. I believe we're going to win this game. I do. I believe we're going to win. Graham Potter is at the Emirates. Maybe he wants the Palace job if Roy leaves. Maybe he wants the Arsenal job if Arteta leaves. Who knows? TGG has gifted a membership. Big up yourself, bro. Really appreciate that. You've joined as a member and you've gifted a membership. I appreciate that. The players are in the tunnel. Make no mistake about it. This is a big, big game of football for this team. Adebayo, I'll be honest with you. I got asked this question a lot midweek because obviously when Emery left, I was quite vocal about the fact I wanted Mourinho at that time. Mourinho has since been to Tottenham, and what I will say is this. I wouldn't go for Mourinho now. I think Mourinho ends up either at a national team or he goes Saudi and collects the big money. I wouldn't take Mourinho now. I think, with him being at Tottenham and that, but I still think he's a better manager than Arteta. That's all I'm saying. He went to Roma and won their first European trophy in how long? He's still a top manager in terms of what he's done in his career. But I just wouldn't go for him now. I want somebody, a bit more longer term and things like that. But listen, I saw a thing. Yeah, look, Mourinho. They hadn't won a European trophy in their entire history. They hadn't won any trophy in 15 years. Since he went to Roma, 3 European finals, won 1 European trophy. He done his job, man. He's still a top manager, but I think we got to go for somebody more progressive. I think he goes Saudi now and gets millions of pounds. Mourinho should manage England. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Listen, the players are on the pitch. We have got 5 minutes until kickoff, people. North London Forever will be belting around the Emirates. There'll be goosebumps all over Martin Odegaard's arm. As long as there's not snot in the palm of his hand, then we don't mind, to be honest. Festo Ramsey, I, Curtis, have been following your content for 4 years. How can I be a member? You can either join as a member or go in your settings, make sure that you are able to be gifted a membership. And we've been gifted already, over 28 memberships handed out today already. Steve said you're acting like Sam Allardyce don't exist. What are we saying? Big Sam's better than Arteta. Oh, big up, Steve. Big Sam, Aidan said this 2-week break has done wonders for David Raya. Gives Arteta an excuse to start him over Ramsdale. Of course, because if you play Liverpool, Ramsdale has a good performance, then you've got a game 3 days later. People will be asking questions. Because he's gone away, had gold stake, he can wipe that game out of your memory. David Raya steps straight back in. Listen, we've all just got to accept, whether you're a Ramsdale fan or not, David Raya is going to play every game. Unless he's injured or he gets sent off. Iona said, Curtis, unpopular question. Do you think we'll easily get top 4? Not at the moment. Not the way we're playing. If we turn things around and hit what we are capable of doing, I think we do get top 4. But there's 5 teams in the race. We've got no right to say. City and Liverpool, top 2 at the moment. Villa are not disappearing. I thought they would drop off. They haven't yet. And Tottenham are level on points with us. So it would be foolish and arrogant of me to sit here and say I think we're guaranteed top 4. We're not. We've won 1 game in 7. Start today, win today, get some confidence, beat Forest, get Thomas Partey back, then we'll have a conversation. Players are on the pitch. People saying there was no huddle. I'm actually glad. I don't want it. Big up Dage member. He's a new member of the channel. Welcome to the community. Member stream tomorrow, 3 o'clock. Big up Mohammed, who has gifted 10 Curtis Shaw TV memberships. 38 new members today. We are cooking, people. Big up yourself, bro. The good energy. I'm going for 2-1 to Arsenal. I'm sorry I'm not confident enough to go bigger than that. But I hope we win comfortably. Get your score predictions in the chat. There's 2 minutes until kickoff. Is that North London Forever? Yeah, North London Forever. Goosebumps all over Martin Odegaard. I get those goosebumps every time I come around. Yo, here we go. Listen, I'll be honest with you, right? When they've all got their scarves up and it's loud, you can buy into it a little bit, but when we're out of form, I don't want to hear it. Just play some DMX or something. We're underway. Well, we're about to get underway, actually. I thought he kicked off then. 5-2, 2-all. Thank you, Mohammed, for the membership, says Glenn. We're underway. Will Hughes gets us underway. Come on, Arsenal. Do not ruin the weekend. I'm sick of it. Just get 3 points and get out of here. Here come Palace straight away. Mitchell whips it in. Saliba heads it away. Havertz flicks it on. Come on, Arsenal. Let's get an early goal. Free kick to Arsenal in their own half. Come on, you Gunners. 8-0 to Arsenal. H says 2-1. We'll probably concede. Curtis, get your FIFA controller out. Arsenal realising huddles don't win games. You're right. Trossard masterclass, says Mohammed. Latte's going for 2-all. Jeez, man. Would you take a draw? Unit said DMX slip it. Hey, I'm slipping. I'm falling. I can't get up. We need to get up, though, and do something. Here we go. Here's Trossard. First attack for Arsenal. Left-hand side. Up against Nathaniel Klein. See, this is what I'm saying. I don't know if he's got the pace to do Klein, but he is a good dribbler. Here's Declan Rice. I feel like Declan Rice is going to score today. I'm calling it from now. Minute into the game, I think there's a Declan Rice goal today. Ben White tries to find Saka. Overhits the pass. Goes out for a goal kick. But a decent idea. Goal kick to Palace. Beresford's going 1-0 Palace. Brian said, let's go. We need to win, man. They had a huddle. The camera panned out at the time. Oh, they did. I knew they'd try and do it somehow. Sneaky huddle. We can't accept a draw today. Anything less than a win is a disaster. Zinchenko goes up there. I'm just looking. Who is... Eze's playing in the 10 role. Is that Schlupp on the right? I'm not sure. Here is Eze, who I think is Palace's best player along with Elise, but obviously no Elise. Odegaard. That's a clumsy foul there. Falls on him. On Gay. And it's a free kick to Crystal Palace. Yolandi says, come on, boys. Do this for my dad, RIP. Aye, big up, man. Come on, we have to. We have to do it for the community. Come on, Gunners. Big up yourself. Appreciate the super chat. Big up Yolandi, man. Let's hope they do it, man. Free kick to Palace, though, at the moment, people. Ball's whipped into the back post. Gabriel loses the header. It's headed wide. Goes out for a goal kick to Arsenal. That was Anderson. Joachim. Is it Joachim Anderson? They did a sneak huddle. They say, quick, cameras panned out. Let's get a quick huddle in. Odegaard's like, listen, lads, I've got snot in my hand. I've got goosebumps on my arm. Now let's go and play. Here's Gabriel Jesus. Looks like... Wow. Oh, footwork from Jesus. Then he gives it away. The footwork was from Brazil. Then the pass was from Venezuela. No disrespect to my Venezuelan community, though, of course. Curtis, don't you find our football boring to watch worlds apart from watching the Invincibles? We'll probably never see the Invincibles level of football again at Arsenal. Let's be real. Prayers for your dad, Yolandi, of course. Big up, Murad. How do we know if we've been gifted memberships? I think it lets you know that you're now a member if you've been gifted one. Here come Crystal Palace. Richards with a poor pass. Gives it straight to Saka on the halfway line. Bit of space to run into here. Drive. Keep going. Oh, he turns back. Didn't really need to. Didn't have a lot of support, though. Here's Declan Rice. Football from Rio. Passing from Scunthorpe. There you go. Sunny Scunny. Oh, Luke said you get an email to say you're a member. There we go. So check your emails, people. Plus your name goes green. Okay, there we go. Here's Zinchenko, left-hand side, crossing position. Whips it in. Here's Martin Odegaard. Shoot! Shoot the damn ball! You're inside the penalty area on your left foot. Why are you not pulling the trigger? I've had 2 weeks of patience. Now I've got to watch Odegaard refusing to shoot again. Why did he not hit that? You're inside the area. It's a bouncing ball. Hit it on the volley, man. I can't believe it. Same old Odegaard, man. Yolandi said, my dad was your #1 fan, Curtis. He likes the fact you did not swear. He was 81. Hey, man. Legend. Legend. Hopefully he's watching down on the game, man, and they can do him proud. Big him up, man. I'm glad that he was such a fan of the channel. Still can't shoot. What was he doing in Dubai? Here's Ben White. Sun-tanned. Didn't even need to get the spray tan. He's probably been sunbathing. Curtis has class. I'd like to think so, Scott. I'd like to think so. I appreciate that. Here come Arsenal. Kai Havertz finds Trossard. I'm looking forward to this battle. Trossard against Nathaniel Klein. Here's Zinchenko. Gives it away. Sloppy pass. Straight to Eze. I'd take Eze at Arsenal, by the way, in that attacking midfield role. Arsenal fan. Came through the system. They released him, I think, when he was about 16. Mateta flicks it on. No one up there. I tell you one thing. Palace don't look like they're desperate to get forward. I think Roy would... he's not going to commit too many people forward, you know. 5 minutes gone. Graham said Odegaard should be watching Kevin De Bruyne. I mean, look at Kevin De Bruyne's performance the other day, man. There was Arsenal fans comparing Odegaard to De Bruyne last season, which was outrageous. This will be a good battle. Saka against Mitchell. Gets the byline, cuts back. Good defending, Mitchell. Goes out for a throw-in. Saka needs to add a little bit, you know. Saka's probably, for my FIFA players, he's probably like 3-star skill moves. We need to get him up to 4 and 5. I need to start seeing step-overs and nutmegs, man. He's too predictable at times, I think. He definitely got to add a little bit more skill to his game. You know, if he wants to go to that next level. He's got rid of the Rashford look. Zinchenko, that's a great ball. Into Havertz. Middle of the pitch. Back to Martin Odegaard. Looks for Havertz. Here's Jesus. And he shoots. It goes over. Well, at least he's shooting. My strength is not scoring goals. But keep shooting. You'll get there eventually. Not a great shot, but I'd rather see him attempting on goal. Yeah, he slices it, gets under it. 3-star is generous. What are you saying? 2-star? Saliba looks more dangerous with his feet than Jesus and Odegaard. Yeah, maybe not even a half chance. Jesus has it. Another 30 shots blank game again. Let's hope not. Henderson smashes it upfield for Palace. Zinchenko wins the header. Sama said, what's up, C? Just returning from an Arsenal sabbatical. Do what you have to do, bro. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Havertz's strength isn't football. Cam said they don't shoot because look what happens. Well, they need to work on it, don't they? You know? Here's Zinchenko. In the inverted role. Here's Declan Rice. How do I get a membership? You can either join or hope that somebody, that you get gifted one, Brandon. Thoughts on Jordan Henderson? I'm not surprised. Not surprised. A lot of people obviously have gone to South. They've gone for the bag. And then some people are thinking, well, I ain't getting the level of football that I wanted. I thought he would come back to the Prem. I'm surprised he's gone to Ajax, but it's a big club. They're in the Champions League. Odegaard is so lightweight, and that's our captain. Yeah, it's not ideal, but Palace are not winning 1-0. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's a timeout. We can't be doing that. What's Chris said? People saying Chris is putting wild comments. Curtis, which one are you like? Oh, come on. Hey, Chris, relax, man. Keep it PG, bro. Here's Saka on the ball. Gets fouled by Will Hughes. Free kick in our own half. 9 minutes gone. The 2-week break hasn't changed much. It feels like same old Arsenal. Curtis Richard is playing ahead of Bold Holding. He can't get a kick, can he? They don't want him. Is he even on the bench? He's not even on the bench. I don't know if he's injured. Zinchenko. Oh, what a ball to Trossard. Keeps it in. Trossard, you got to do better. He goes out for a corner. I told you, Trossard against Klein is a bit of a worry. What a ball that was by Zinchenko, by the way. And that's why he's in the team. Every now and then he does, crazy passes that get given away. But sometimes he can play that great ball. People saying Rob Holding is injured. I don't know how he's injured. He's hardly played. I don't think he's played one game for them. I agree, Ash. I thought Trossard should have whipped that across with his left foot. Corner to Arsenal. Can we get a decent ball? Why is Declan Rice taking corners? Rice whips it in. It's up in the air. Headed in. And that's why he's taking corners. Gabriel Magalhaes heads Arsenal into the lead. What do I know? That's why Rice is taking them. Whips it in. Magalhaes straight off the hair transplant. Bottom corner. And Arsenal lead 1-0. He's all teeth and hairlines, people. Get in there, Gabby. Quality player. Quality player, that lad. And Roy Hodgson can't believe it. They're 1-0 down. I'm complaining. Why is Declan Rice taking corners? That's why. Great run by Gabriel. Great header. Brilliant. Towering header. Play him up front. Great goal by Gabriel. That's a brilliant header. Great ball in by Declan Rice. And Gabriel heads us into an early lead, people, within 11 minutes. That's what we need. Yeah, don't listen to me, people. I'm waffling. What is he taking corners for? Oh, that's why he's taking corners. Fair play, fair play. Jollof rice settings, people. 1-0 to the Gunners. I said Declan Rice would score today. Goal was being checked. No problem. Goal stands. 1-0 to the Gunners. Great desire. Great desire, man. How many goals? I think Gabriel... I'm sure I read a stat that Gabriel is the top goal-scoring centre-back since joining the club. It's his second goal of the season. He got 3 last season. Amazing to think Gabriel played every single game last season. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Gabriel Magalhaes. What a player. 26 years of age. Brazilian international. Left-footed. Baller. No bozo gene there, that's for sure. Declan Rice was robbed of a Team of the Year card. I didn't see what... Well, I'm assuming Rodri will be in that position, so I don't know who else was in there. We need a couple more goals now. We need a couple more. 1-0 to Arsenal. Hopefully that settles the nerves. Let's hope we can kick on. I really want to see like a 3 or 4-0 victory today. And let's get a comfortable win and a good performance. Hope his hairline is intact. Yeah, he paid for that good one, man. You know what I mean? I hope Arsenal don't stress me out. Give it another 2 seasons of Arteta. I'll have to fly to Turkey as well, people. I'm hanging on to the baby hairs at the front. But 2 more years of this, I'll be flying over there. Here's Odegaard. Finds Kai Havertz. Shoot! Oh, gets it out wide to Saka. Take him on. Ben White on the overlap. Oh, it's a poor cross. Corner to the Gunners. Come on, you Gunners! Let's do this now. We beat the first man on a corner. Am I dreaming? Pause, by the way. Pause. But yeah, I hear you. Corner to the Arsenal. Can we get a second goal? Why are you getting excited? It's 1-0. If you're not excited when your team's winning, when will you be excited? You know? Look at the space. Palace playing like 6 at the back. They're giving us a lot of space in front of them to get the ball. It's very negative from Roy Hodgson. Saka, in-swinging corner. Can we score again? Whips into the back post, headed away. It's in the air. Oh! Henderson collects it and catches it. My soul needs to see Palace get peppered. That was a great pause. It was necessary. He's no bozo, brother. He's a fighter and a leader. I think Gabriel's brilliant. I might have done him dirty at the start. Start of the show where I said, was he in that top bracket? He probably is. After I had the chat when I'm lag behind for my stream, I was listening, watching my TV. Big up LSU Gunner. Peter said the appointment's already been made. I hope not. I hope not. I did do him a bit dirty, man. We're putting him in the top bracket. He's left-footed, Brazilian international. We'll put him in there. My bad. Alex said, give love the vibes here. Been following you for a minute. Always entertaining. Wicked sense of humour and know your stuff. Credit to the club. Bless up and big up. Love from Indonesia. Come on then, lads. Big up, bro. Appreciate that comment. Is David Raya finds Declan Rice. Woof. It's risky. It's risky, but it worked. I love it when it works. Has it worked? It has worked. Oh, beautiful. Oh, if we score from this. No, we've given it away. It all was going so well. Now Palace have the ball back. Palace are doing nothing going forward. Absolutely nothing. Absolute top bracket defender. I think when you look around world football now, there's not that many good centre-backs, really. If you look at Madrid and Barcelona and Bayern Munich, who's their top level centre-backs? You know, Alaba's good. He's injured. I think Rudiger's good. Militao's injured. Barcelona have got Araujo. I don't know who they play next to him. Maybe Koundé, who's not bad. Bayern Munich have got Kim Min-jae. He's good. Upamecano, I think, is a bit dodgy. Ball whipped in for Palace. Headed away by Trossard. There aren't that many good centre-backs. There's a handful, really. So, I swear if we score again before 20 minutes mark, I'll donate said trick shots. Let's see. Usually when we go 1-0 up, we decide to sit back. Cross in the air. Eze gets it at the back post. This is a very, very casual performance by Crystal Palace. It's really strange. Here's Eze. Palace have possession. They need Eddie. Let's sell him to them. Straight after the game. Get in the office with their director and get the deal done. Eze. Calm on the ball. More control, they say. We're controlling the game. So when we score, we just sit back. Alright, SLD, relax yourself, man. No chance. Odegaard is mid. Fabio and Smith Rowe over him. Somebody just said. I still haven't seen much from Fabio either, but Odegaard's definitely got to start doing more. Henderson slices the ball up in the air, goes out for a throw into Arsenal, just over the halfway line. Neil said, Big C, I hope Arsenal win today. My family have flown in across the world. Funeral of his big brother in Chicago. It's freezing. Big up, bro. Hope everything goes as well as can go. I saw some pictures, actually, of ice in the water in Chicago. I didn't realise it got that cold over there. I only just realised my picture is still Henderson. Well, he was the captain of your Champions League winning team, so I suppose you'll always, you know, hold him in high regard. Dud Pistachio said, I'm a little bit late, but why is he taking corners? That's why he's taking corners. Shameless. Hey, I'm going to email you back as well today, bro. We got to get something sorted out with your clothing line. He wants to give some stuff out in the community, and we maybe do a PS5 giveaway. We'll get there eventually, people. Big up everyone in the chat, over 3,000 of you. Make sure you like the video. Clement said it's minus 40 in Nebraska. I don't know how you cope. Henderson miskicks it. Havertz gives it away. Get up off the floor, Havertz. Embarrassing. You're 6'3", 6'4", bro. Ref says play on. Soft. Weak. Palace have possession. Good play. Look at this guy, Gabriel Magalhaes. Straight out of the favelas. That's how you battle. Give him his free kick, ref. Hey, puta. You baldy. He didn't even get the free kick. It's a throw-in. Look at that, man. Havertz rolling around the floor. Oh, referee kicked me. It's a free kick. Get up. Gabriel's having a wrestling match over there with them two. Anybody who's not watching this game, by the way, Havertz is having just a typical Havertz performance. You hardly notice he's on the pitch, and he doesn't really do anything. Big C, how about the Asia Cup? You know what? I haven't watched much of it, to be honest. I'll be totally honest. I haven't watched much of it. But I will watch it in the latter stages, especially if Tomiyasu's still in the competition. I know they're one of the favourites. Swap deal for Eze. I'd take that. Saliba. The thing that worries me about this game a little bit is that Palace are so uninterested in attacking. We need to finish the game off and score another goal or two. 1-0 always gives them a chance. Zinchenko finds Trossard. Finds Declan Rice. Back out wide to Zinni. They're trying to work it down this left-hand side. We're 1-0 up. We haven't created much. That's the only thing. We haven't tested their goalkeeper much. Zinchenko again. That's a great ball down the side. Be strong, be strong. Well done. That's better from Havertz. See, you can't go looking for free kicks. He's a big guy, bruv. It's Trossard in the penalty area. Just gets barged off it. He's offside anyway. Do we have to play this slow to get the ball forward quicker? Or get the ball forward quicker? Difference between Klopp and Arteta. I agree. I agree. Liverpool are explosive when they go forward. We go forward in stages. Clement said the next match Tomiyasu will be playing versus my national team, Garuda team with young centre back Justin. -7 in Texas. Yeah, we're still not going forward that well. You know, we got a goal from a set piece. In open play, we haven't really looked like scoring. And that's something we've got to address, because in the next few weeks, you know, we've got Liverpool, we've got West Ham away. There will be more difficult games. Here come Palace. Schlupp finds Eze. They've got players forward here. Here's Mitchell. They've got Mateta in the area. It's whipped in. David Raya collects it. It was a poor cross. Brett said Chris Richards from his hometown, Birmingham, Alabama. I hate seeing him getting bullied like this. Not every day a kid from Alabama plays in the Prem. Here's Saka. Right-hand side. Whips it in. It's a poor cross. It's cleared for a corner. On his right foot. Didn't quite manage to pick out Jesus at the back post there, but it's cleared. Good run by Saka there. Good ball by Ben White. To be fair, Jesus is offside if that ball would have got to him. Lovely pass by Ben White, though. That's much better. He needs to get forward and support Saka a lot more. 21 minutes gone in this game. I feel like the game's going quite slow. People saying the Emirates atmosphere is dead today. For people with the volume turned up, is it quiet? Saka corner, whips it in near post. Headed again by Gabriel, goes wide. Didn't manage to, you know, wrap his head around it there. Hit the front of his head and goes wide. What's the atmosphere like? I've got the volume turned down very low, so I can't hear much of it anyway. Concept said Saka needs competition so bad he needs to hold bench. Same way Martinelli. I think he desperately needs competition. He's too comfortable. He can drop a 3 out of 10 performance today. He'll start next week. Drop another 3 out of 10 next week. He'll start the week after. He knows he can play however, and he isn't getting dropped. And I think another player on that side would help him. Gary said, love this channel and your content. No matter what mood I'm in, you always make me smile. Keep up the good work. Big up yourself, bro. Bless up. Football is boring to watch, said Redemption. Is anyone surprised? I'm trying to fathom out why last season we were so exciting to watch. This season we are, and I know people say control and we are winning the game, and I get it. But why are we not as enjoyable to watch? It almost feels like it's taking effort to watch the game because we're not very exciting. We're not creating much. Why are we not creating as much? Why are we not scoring as many goals? I think the dynamics in midfield changed a lot, but still, I don't get it. It is a strange one. Gabriel looks more of a centre forward than Jesus. You're right. Big C say it all the time. Rice needs to move the ball quicker and be more progressive. Havertz there gets barged to the floor. Looks like offside's been given. LOL said we should sign Vinicius Jr. Yeah, good luck with that, mate. He ain't leaving Real Madrid for Arsenal, that's for sure. Little barge in Havertz back. I think he's got to be stronger. Are they checking it for a penalty or was he offside? I mean, he ends up catching the ball almost. He's got to be stronger, bro. He's a big guy. When I saw this guy on tour, I said, raw. He's 6'3", 6'4". He's a big guy. Every time you see him, he's on the floor. Mateta catches Gabriel there with his arm. Come on, ref. Let's get a shameless red card on VAR. He nearly knocked his teeth out. Oi! Catches him with the elbow, man. It's unintentional, in my opinion, but he's caught him. He paid thousands for them teeth. Oh, dear. Big C, we need to sell Odegaard. Do you know what? There's so many people who are criticising Odegaard at the moment. But they're not going to sell Odegaard. He signed a new deal. He's captain. He needs to get back in better form. The Cowboy said, Big C, please say hi to my daughter Leah. I've converted her to Arsenal on your channel. Big up the Cowboy's daughter Leah for tuning in. Arsenal community. Havertz is annoying. We knew that when he was at Chelsea. Heavy touch by Jesus. Unlucky. Goes out for a throw. 24 minutes gone. Big C, how about Man City FFP? I think they'll get out of it. I think they'll get a big fine and get out of it. But we'll see when it happens. How long is it going to take to even get it to be looked at, you know? It's going to take years by the look of it. Here's Mateta for Palace trying to drive through the Arsenal defence. Trossard handballs it. I don't know how he got away with that. He's playing basketball. Declan Rice, ball over the top. Great touch by Jesus. He's offside. We just look dysfunctional. We're still not good to watch. Make no mistake about it. Yeah, we're winning 1-0 and I'm happy. We just don't look like we don't look like we connect with each other. The defence doesn't connect with the midfield. The midfield doesn't connect with the striker. The striker's not linking up with the wingers. It's like FIFA back in the day. There's no chemistry. We've got red lines everywhere. There's no chemistry, people. I don't know what the problem is. Last season, it was telepathic. This season, they look like a bunch of strangers. Callum plays, you're moving mad. Bro, I don't know what it is. It's a disconnection. You know, you need to find your form in these games so that when you play Liverpool, when you play Man City, you're in better form, you know? Atlantic said the midfield is the problem and that's on the manager. Midfield has been a big problem this year. As I said in the stream the other day, you spent 307 million on midfielders. Yet we look like we need 1 or 2 midfielders, which is crazy. Sama said, I'm shocked with the Kroenkes. Just announced they are giving the Rams 158 million towards a new training facility. Yeah, I don't think anyone's shocked, bro. They're building a train line in Inglewood that apparently is, I think, 750 million. We can't get 60, 70 million for a striker. Here's Saka on the ball. Good ball into Havertz. Finds Odegaard. Come on. Get us going. Finds Trossard left-hand side. He hasn't had much joy against Klein. Drifts inside. Great block by Klein. I told you that Klein... Oh, Eze's done Rice there. He's barged Trossard to the floor and won a free kick. I told you Trossard, I felt like would struggle against Klein. I've watched Klein a lot. And it seems to be pace that hurts him. We need some more red stripe. I'm telling you, you might need to be drunk to watch Arsenal. Well, I'm not promoting drinking, by the way. I'm drinking orange juice. It's hard work. I've said it before. Anybody who struggles to sleep, just watch Arsenal. You'll be snoozing by halftime. Eze there just drifted past Declan Rice, held off Trossard. Trossard fouled him. Sorry. We're not good to watch. We're really not. I don't want to sound like I'm moaning too much because we're winning, but this feels like a typical Arsenal home game that we've watched this season. We go 1-0 up, then we sit back, then we get pressured, and then we make life difficult for ourselves. Rather than saying we're 1-0 up, let's keep going, can we get the second and third? I think if we go 2 or 3-0 up, Palace are finished. They had a midweek game at Everton, away from home. They lost. Confidence will be low. They've got players at AFCON. Elise's out. But we're just going through the motions at 1-0. Here's David Raya with the ball. Trossard is not a winger. Trossard is a false 9 or cam. Jamrock said it's 8 a.m. in Jamaica, bro. Too early for a red stripe. Clement said Ramsdale over David Raya. The casual gamer said, never thought City would play more entertaining football than us this season. After the way we played last season, you thought we'd go up even higher with 200 million invested. We've spent money and got worse. It's like doing your house up, having a makeover on your house. And your house looks worse. You've put single glazed windows in and took out double glazed windows. Now you've got drafts coming into your house. You've pulled up the nice carpet and just got concrete floor. It don't make sense. We've had a £200 million makeover and the house looks worse. Only Arsenal could do it. It's wild. I always liked Klein when he was at Liverpool. He was good. It was good. The sad thing for him, when he got injured, Trent came in. The guy never got his place back. Trent is different level, isn't he? But yeah, he was solid. Juan said, what's up with the players signing new contracts, then dropping stinkers, Aubameyang, Odegaard and Saka? The money's too much. The Book of Eli, the game was screaming for ESR to start. I don't think he ever starts, Eli. Mustafa said, we are missing the edge from last year. How do we get that edge back? And Chris Eddie Channel, thank you for the super sticker, bro. How do we get that edge back? Because listen, we might win this game today, and it's great, and we need the result. But like, how do we get the performances back? And listen, here's Eze up against Rice. He's causing him problems. He just drifts on the ball, Eze, man. That's a foul. Eze is causing Declan Rice problems. Absolute baller. He's so calm on the ball. Rice is struggling against him. And now all of a sudden, this is exactly what happens. 1-0 up after 11 minutes. You think, go on, kick on and get the second or third. You decide to sit back. Now, this is where you start getting pressure. Mateta's in there. They're going to put crosses in. Now they've got a free kick about 26, 27 yards out. Eze's over the ball. Stephen said, big up Curtis, I'm from Jamaica. Keep up the great content. I want to be a member. Tried to join, but it's not going through. I don't know why, bro. Let me know what it says. I'll try and figure it out. Why it's not. And Alfred said, as a winger, Saka not having either pace or trickery is difficult. Without Martinelli, we probably have the slowest front line. I agree. Here's a free kick. Eze to take it. It's blocked by the wall. Comes out to Klein on the rebound. Mateta, it goes straight through him. And we managed to clear it. Saliba wins a throw-in. See them little, you know, it's a bit of a, I think it's a shot from Klein, but, you know, Mateta nearly got on the end of it. Was he onside? It's a throw-in to Arsenal. I think he might have just been offside, but risky, man. We've seen this performance over and over again. Typical Arsenal performance. Go a goal up. I don't understand it. Gabriel having a wrestling match there with Schlupp. Palace starting to put us under a bit of pressure now. Throwing, you know, Mateta's in there. I don't understand it. How as a team is your thought process? We're 1-0 up, let's sit back. Why? This ain't prime Jose Mourinho at Chelsea that just loved defending John Terry and Carvalho and Ashley Cole. Like, we are not built like that. Look at Odegaard. You didn't even jump for the header. Saliba and Mateta. Mateta's done him. Saliba. He's got away with that. I thought the ref was going to give a free kick. Now we're overplaying. We're just desperate to get... Look at Saliba. You're a joke, mate. What a player. David Raya. Look at that! What's that, Raya? What are you doing? You midget! He thinks we're at Brentford. Corner to Crystal Palace. He's not better than Ramsdale. What is that? Who are you even trying to pass that to? Great strike. And he tips it wide. That's your own fault. It's boring. I'm just bored of Arsenal now. Go on another 2-week break. Ring up Salt Bay. Tell him you want more steak. What is going on, man? This team drives you insane. Look at him. Corner whipped in, headed away at the near post. I'm bored of watching this team. Why do we do it every week? They're not even going for the second goal. Palace growing into the game. Getting the ball all of a sudden now. Come on, wake up! Let's hit him on the break. Trossard. Is that a quiet game? Here's Jesus. Move the ball, move the ball. You're going to get clattered. There's the clattering. There's the clattering. Free kick to Arsenal about 30 yards out. I am so, honestly, and I don't want to get annoyed today, people. I really don't. I want to be relaxed, but I can't. 1-0 up, and for some stupid reason, we decide we'll sit back and try and defend the lead. Why the hell don't they play attacking football anymore? What's happened? They talk about control. We ain't controlling this game. Free kick 30 yards out. 2-week break to come back with suntans. That's all it is. Suntans and steak. That's all they came back from Dubai with. No tactics, no hunger, and nothing different. It is copy and paste. It's copying, but they're copying homework. Honestly. But you ain't copying Man City's homework because they don't play like this. You're copying David Moyes' homework. Free kick to Arsenal, about 30 yards out, maybe just over. Odegaard will cross this in. Oh, it's more than 30 yards, actually. Ball whipped in by Odegaard to the back post. Mitchell flicks it away. Again, you look at this team performance today. The front five. Jesus hasn't done much. Trossard hasn't got past Klein once. Saka has not been very good. Havertz, you wouldn't even know he was on the pitch. And Odegaard hasn't done much. The whole front five, again, not doing enough. Not affecting the game enough. The goal was a set piece, crossed in by Rice, headed in by Gabriel. The front five have done nothing. Great ball by Zinni. That's an incredible pass. Finds Trossard. Whips it in with his left foot to the back post. Here's Odegaard. Can he get a shot off? They've crowded him. Tries to flick it to Saka. Corner to Arsenal. Ah, dear. I'm trying to stay... Bro, I'm genuinely trying to stay calm. But we're difficult to watch. Corner to Arsenal. Can we just get another set-piece goal? And just get a scrappy 2-0. 2 headers. Corner to be whipped in. Saka whips in. It's high. Yes! 2-0! And it's Gabriel Magalhaes with the second goal. A brace for Gabby. 2-0 to the Gunners. They're complaining about a foul. But there we go. Gabriel Magalhaes with the second goal. Saka with the assist. 2-0 to the Gunners. Henderson's complaining he was fouled. Declan Rice wants to fight him. What are they complaining about? Are they saying it's a foul? That's never, ever. Did it go straight in? Does he actually touch that? Oh, no. That might be... I mean, Gabriel actually tries his best to miss it. He heads it against Henderson. Hey! Henderson basically heads it in his own net. Gabriel again. 2-0. Off Henderson's head. They're checking the goal. VAR complete, it counts. Here we go. 2-0 to the Gunners. Gabriel, man, he'll end up our top goal scorer. Pure striker. Play him up front. You might as well swap him and Jesus around. Put Jesus at centre-back. Game over for me. I hope so. That's not me saying that, by the way. I'm reading a comment. Will that be giving us an own goal? What if the ball was on target, it will still be his goal. If it was headed away, then it may be giving us a Henderson own goal. But I don't know. I don't know whether it was on target or not, to be honest. That bit out of the corner. That's annoying. But 2-0 to Arsenal. Got away with it. 2 set pieces. Set piece coach will be delighted. Concept set piece FC, I hear you, but we'll take it, man. I said yesterday the result was more important than the performance, but I would love to see a performance as well. This channel is funny, said, but Curtis, what does Kroenke think about the steak? He probably loved the steak. He's probably been there himself. Big up Sam as he's gifted 5 Curtis Shaw TV memberships. Really appreciate it. It's Jesus in the area. Oh, what are you doing? Lift your head up. You've kicked it straight at the defender. Scoring goals is not my strong point. It's like a chef saying he can't cook. You wouldn't go to that restaurant, would you? But hey, here's what it is. Here's Jesus. Great footwork though. That's a free kick. That is what Jesus is very good at. Wins a free kick near the penalty area. Crossing position. Odin said Arsenal are making my hangover 10 times worse. Oh, dear. Free kick to Arsenal. Maybe we'll score another set piece. Maybe we'll get another one from a set piece. Gabriel, 2 goals for Gabriel Magalhaes. 3 goals this season. He's got the same amount of goals as Gabriel Jesus in the league. That's crazy. Can he get a hat-trick of headers? If he's in your fantasy team, you're living life today. Gabriel Magalhaes on a hat-trick, people. Who would have thought it? Man of the match already. Saka whips it in. Oh, it's Zinchenko. Gabriel goes for it. Zinchenko with the volley, and it goes out for a goal kick. Gabby was in there again, people. He was in there. I'd love to see him get a hat-trick. I can't remember an Arsenal defender scoring a hat-trick. Anyone know the last one? He was in there for both of them as well. They got the header away there. Goal kick. Gabby hat-trick. Why is Saka's socks all chopped up? I think nearly loads of players do it now. It's, you know, these things come into play, don't they? But apparently, if you have holes in the back of your sock now, the oxygen getting to your legs, it makes the blood flow better. Gives you more energy in your legs. I think Kyle Walker was the first player I saw doing it. And they're all doing it now, just chopping up their socks. So, yeah. Oh, good turn by Schlupp. Schlupp turn, shoot straight at David Raya. Science Shaw TV. There you go, people. Oh, Rice. I don't think Rice is playing great today. Puts out for a throw-in. That's a simple mistake. I honestly think you won't see the best of Declan Rice until you see Thomas Partey. And you allow him to go and get involved and do different things. Was that giving us an own goal, people? What are they saying about that? Let's have a look. Have they given it as an own goal? Well, they've listed it on... Yo, man nearly landed... Yo, what happened to the Palace guy? Landed on his neck, fam. Oh, my days. He done a backflip. Jermaine Pennant. Yeah, I know Jermaine Pennant, Nottingham boy. But he was an attacking player, wasn't he? But, yeah. Jesus, who was that? Lerma. Woo! Lands on his neck back. He could be done there. Rice getting cooked Jamaican style. He's not having a good game. Gotta be honest. I honestly think, and I said this a few weeks ago, it's not going to happen. I would genuinely consider getting a new goalkeeper. And not having any of them as number one. Like, if you're going to let Ramsdale go, I don't look at Raya and think that's the goalkeeper that wins us the Premier League. I would still genuinely look for another goalkeeper. It's not going to happen. They're not going to buy him for 30 and then go and buy another. I think you can get a better goalkeeper than both of them. But yeah, it's not going to happen. That's the ruthless edge that I would have. You look at the teams that are winning the Champions League. Man City with Ederson, one of the best keepers in the world. Real Madrid with Courtois, one of the best goalkeepers in the world. You know, you don't really win titles and Champions Leagues with half-decent goalkeepers. You need a top-quality one. Lerma is down injured. There's a break in play. Gabriel hat-trick incoming. Chris said, do you think Declan Rice... Do you think we're getting our money's worth? I'll be honest. Probably not. He's been brilliant this season. But the role that he's playing in, I don't think you... I need to word this right because Declan Rice has been brilliant this season. The role that we're playing him in, the 6, win the ball back and keep it, I don't think you necessarily have to pay 105 million to get somebody to do that. However, I think once Partey comes back, you can see more of Declan Rice. They want to free him up a little bit. At the moment, he's being forced to play as a 6, so I don't think you see much from him. I think that Partey last season, up until probably April, was as good as what Declan Rice is doing. It's not his fault. Yeah, like you said, Ramon, the price tag's nothing to do with him. And I said last year, I don't mind Arsenal paying the 100 million, even though I don't think he's worth 100 million, because he's 24 years of age. He could be a future captain. He could be the future England captain. And he's a prized asset. A lot of clubs wanted him. So I don't think he is worth 105 million, but I have no problem with the club spending that money. You've got to build the midfield around him now. You need somebody that can get on the ball, affect play. Odegaard has to improve. Odegaard hasn't done enough this season. If you've got a fit Thomas Partey and an informed Odegaard around Declan Rice, I think you see a different Declan Rice. He's literally carried this midfield on his back all season. Havertz and Odegaard have done pretty much nothing. Here's Saka 1v1 with Mitchell. Can he do him? He hasn't gone past him really at all. Sets it back to Ben White. The ball's not a good one. CFC Pirate said, Big C, we might have to take the whole Chelsea team to Dubai for the magic meet. Pause, by the way. But yeah. Oh dear. Here's Eze. Good tackle by Ben White, who's having a solid game at right back. Still not the most entertaining of games, but we are 2-0 up. Lerma with the shot, saved by Raya. And he catches it. Over 3K in the live stream, people. Get those likes up. I don't know what we're on with the likes at the moment. We are at 930 likes. Come on, we got to be hitting 1,000. 4 minutes added on. Let's get to 1,000 before half time. Sam has said we have Spanish coaches and a goalie. They will never get rid of Rayo. It will be the first signing in the summer. Yeah, I always said when he signed it that it looked very cozy, and I think Rayo will be our number one next season, definitely. I think Ramsdale will move on, and we'll probably sign a different number 2. Like and subscribe the ting, people. We're winning 2-0. I can't believe it. 2 set-piece headers. I want to see Gabriel get his hat-trick, man. I really do. I want to see a goal from open play. And here could be a chance. Saka, right-hand side. Mitchell's dealt with him so far. Saka. Oh, the cross ain't good enough. It's not a great performance from Bukayo, I got to be honest. Rice finds Odegaard, who's had a quiet game as well. Whips it in. Havertz can't get there and Palace clear it. Got a lot of... Saliba's had Mateta in his pocket, by the way. Absolutely handled him. Trossard finds Havertz. Jesus finds Trossard. Trossard's volley is over the bar. Surely that was blocked. How can the referee not see that? He's give a goal kick. I'm sure he blocked that as it went over the bar. What a move, by the way. How was the referee give a goal kick? Didn't he block that? That could have been a great goal. Trossard with the touch. It's straight off his leg. How can you not give a corner for that? He's give a goal kick. That's embarrassing. Good move there. Good link-up play. That's what I think Trossard needs to do. He doesn't have the pace to go 1v1 with Klein and just run him. He needs to drift inside and get close to Jesus. He's a good player in that central role, I think. Saka finds Odegaard heavy. Look at the state of Havertz. The ball bounces off his shin pad. He then falls to the floor trying to win a free kick and doesn't get it. The guy is just, get him out. He's just a waste of time in this team. He brings nothing. Brings absolutely nothing. Sit down with Palace, get Eze off him. He's 10 times better than this guy. Awful player. Such a bad player. Second goal's being given as an own goal, apparently. Literally had a heavy touch and fell to the floor. Ref, give me a free kick. Ref's telling him to get up. 3 minutes into time added on. There was 4 minutes given. Havertz is just a body. That's all it is right now. ESR at half time. He wouldn't do it. 30 seconds till half time, people. Disgrace for all giraffes. Trossard works in the centre. I agree. Drifting into that central area, hard to pick up. You see all the empty seats, people. All the fans, they've gone to get their half-time. Oh, Palace on the attack. He's in loads of space. Schlupp can't get it out. Mitchell's out wide. They've all gone for their half-time drink and pizza. Half-time whistle goes. If you've ever been to the Emirates, by the way, the food is absolutely bang average. But anyway, half-time whistle goes. We are winning 2-0. That's the biggest positive. Some people saying that the second goal's been given as an own goal. All right, let's get the half-time tweet out. Winning 2-0, which is great. Still feel we can improve a lot going forward. Want to see a goal from open play. I mean, he's not going to make a change at half-time. He'll use the 2-0 as a reason not to make a substitution. I always say when I do player ratings, winning doesn't mean everybody's played well. Losing doesn't mean everybody's played bad. I actually think Ben White's had a good game today. I think Zinchenko's had a good game. I think the whole back four have done well. I don't think Rice is having that good a game. I think he's struggling to pick up Eze. His passing hasn't been progressive enough. Odegaard's quiet. Havertz is quiet. Saka, I haven't seen Saka really get past Mitchell. Trossard got a bit livelier towards the end. And Gabriel Jesus, couple decent bits of link-up play, but in terms of goal threat, not enough. Not enough. So I still think there's loads. That front five, for me, are still a problem. The two attacking midfielders of Odegaard and Havertz, and the front three of Saka, Trossard and Jesus. Now listen, I said yesterday, win the game is the most important thing. But eventually we need to find some form to go along with that. Because playing bad and winning is not something that you can maintain for a long period of time. And we're playing average again today and winning the game. But listen, positives, 2-0 up. I would like to see an improvement. And I would like to see more from the team going forward. I feel like if you was in a back four and you was playing against Arsenal in the Premier League, I don't think you're scared of any player in that Arsenal attack at the moment, or the two attacking midfielders. I don't think one of them scares you at the moment. Odegaard and Havertz, if I'm in midfield, I'm not concerned by those two, the way they're playing. 1v1 with Saka looks very predictable. Trossard doesn't really have the pace. And Jesus is running all over the pitch. You need fear factor. Think about Arsenal teams that have been successful over the years. Whether that means winning the league, whether that means having a good Champions League run, whether that means winning the FA Cup. All of those teams have had somebody that had an X factor in that team. Whether it was Van Persie, whether it was Aubameyang, whether it was Alexis, whether it was Henry, Anelka, Wrighty, Bergkamp, whoever. There's somebody that scared the opposition. We do not have that at the moment, in my opinion. They're capable of it. I think Martinelli and Saka were doing it at times last season. But this season, we look predictable. We look a bit like you know what's going to happen before it happens. Declan Rice will give it to Odegaard. Odegaard will give it to Saka. Saka will try and get at the fullback, realise he can't get past him. Then he'll give it to Ben White, and then we'll restart the attack. It's very, very predictable. I would love to see Odegaard and Havertz swap sides. Why don't Odegaard go and link up with Trossard on that side? Why do they, as attacking midfielders, have to just stay in that same place? You're spot on there. Pep said it perfectly. The final third is about talent. In that documentary, that Amazon one, he said something about structure. And he said, in the first 2/3 of the pitch, I want everything to be structured. Solid, you stay in your place, you play the way I want you to play. But in the final third, he doesn't mind chaos and individual brilliance. That's when you see Foden will start dribbling past players. But we don't have that edge at the moment. We don't have that spark. We need it to come back. Maybe the confidence is low and they've got to build it up. But yeah, you're right there as well. I didn't expect Arsenal to just turn up today, a gold stake and some sunshine, and all of a sudden we look like the Invincibles. It doesn't really happen like that. I suppose it is baby steps at the moment. Win today's game. From this position now, what I really think Arsenal need, realistically, is can you go and score another goal or two in the second half? I know ideal world we want 5 or 6-0, but I don't know if we've got that in us at the moment. Go and get another goal or two. Keep a clean sheet, and that will boost the confidence. I think somebody like Jesus, Saka, Martinelli off the bench, one of those guys need to score today. and boost their confidence. And you know, the back four looks solid. Babatunde said, we never got out of gear 2. We are very passive. And that's what I'm saying. You might get away with gear 2 against Palace at home, but you won't against Liverpool. You won't away at West Ham. You won't away against Porto. Concept said, we've been overcoached, inverted coaching. Maybe, you know. Maybe, and I know sometimes people say that is a bit of an excuse, but I think it is a real thing. I've been in situations where I've thought, this manager's like, you're doing too much. Football's not that complicated when you're at a good level. And I always say, why do you never see Saka and Martinelli or Trossard switch wings? Why do you never see Odegaard and Havertz change sides? You know, where's the flexibility? Where's the movement, the interchange, you know? I think they do need to be a bit more free and do different things in the area. Let Jesus drift wide, push Trossard central. Move around, be difficult to predict and mocked. They play the level of the opposition. That's a good point, because you think about Man City. We beat Man City at home. We went to Anfield and drew. We beat Man United. It's almost as if where the opposition's at, we try and go to that level. But you won't get away with that every week, because there'll be a time when you're playing Man City and you can't get to their level because you've been playing down here. So Havertz is slow, doesn't interchange, doesn't run behind the defence. He's useless. I think Havertz, he just doesn't do anything, really. I'm watching games and I'm just like, I'm not seeing nothing from him. Arteta wasted money and messed up the team. Big journalists won't admit it. Havertz is a passenger. Raya has no presence, isn't big enough. I always think the best goalkeepers have a presence. They have an aura about them. You know, some goalkeepers are very vocal. Some are just have that presence naturally because they're so good. I don't think he has that. I don't think he's a bad goalkeeper. And I'm not, you know, I just don't think Crossers come in. They put loads of players around him. They're trying to bully him, you know. But it is what it is. If he keeps a clean sheet, then cool. Build-up is scripted, laboured, slow and predictable. It is. It is. Sniper, while you're there, they've said... Right, Fantasy 5 have said, we've messaged multiple times in the chat on the first one for him to message us on Twitter or Instagram, but I cannot see anything. So I know we're having a conversation in the comments here. They said, where have you messaged us? Can you ask him where he's messaged us so we can chase it up? Sniper, just let me know in the comments where you've messaged them. Let's get this sorted. I want you to get your voucher today. I'm not having it. And we got another voucher to hand out later on as well. Big C, why Arteta not sign a striker, Karanos? Listen, we ain't signing no striker, bro. We're broke. You need money to sign players, unfortunately. And we ain't got none of it. DF Designs, Raya's not a character. Ramsdale is. I agree with that. What have we got here? Hey, big up Snake Eyes, man. He's gifted 5 Curtis Shaw TV memberships. The community grows ever stronger, people. It grows ever stronger. You're all going to be members by the end of the season. We'll get there. We will get there. Desmond said, we are winning and I'm still vexed. This style of play is slow, slow, slow. And I don't know why. I just don't get it. We were so good last year. I think what's happened, this is what I think personally. I think last season, the way the season capitulated and we didn't win the title, I think that Arteta has overthought what went wrong. And I think he probably thinks, oh, at the end of the season, we were still playing attacking football and we lacked control of the game. Because that's all you're hearing this season. The new buzzword is control. Control, control, control. So I think he's got obsessed with this. We've got to be more defensive. We've got to have more control. And I think in doing that, he's totally pulled apart the attack. Because sometimes it's hard to balance both. You've got to admit sometimes, I'll be a team that scores a lot of goals, but we might concede goals. And he's almost flipped it on its head, where I don't think he needed to do that. I think all he needed to do was say, do you know what? We were brilliant. We crumbled at the end because we didn't have the squad depth. When Saliba came out, the replacement wasn't good enough. You get an upgrade on Xhaka. You get better backup at centre-back, which would have been Timber. He might have even started at fullback. You go and get a prolific striker and a right winger that could have challenged Saka, and maybe an attacking midfielder. 5 signings, we'd have been good to go, right? But you didn't. You bought Havertz for 65 million. You could have bought Maddison for 35 million, who is twice as good. You could have bought Kudus for 35. So you could have got, for Havertz, for 5 extra million, you could have got Maddison and Kudus. There's your attacking midfielder. There's your right winger as competition. Then you get Timber, and then you get a striker. You didn't need to buy Rayo. He's not even better than Ramsdale. And there you go. That should have been our summer window. Ivan Toney or whoever. But he went in the wrong direction. Oh, I need a goalkeeper. Oh, we need more control, so I'll play Partey at right back. And they overthought it, man. And now our style and our philosophy is gone. But hey, here's what it is. I know Maddison's injured, but come on, man. We saw how he was playing before that injury. He was absolutely balling. And like I said, I have a good connection at Leicester. So any transfer news at Leicester, I can definitely get hold of. And I know for a fact that he was like very much open-minded about going to Arsenal. He would have gone to Arsenal over Tottenham. And, you know, why wouldn't he? Bigger club, more trophies, more money, Champions League football. That's the kind of deal we should have done. But here's what it is. It ain't going to happen now, so we got to work with what we got. Can we please talk about the extremely unpleasant petting that Mikel gave the Turkish brother? What was he doing with his hand? These things are not allowed in Dubai, said Fabrica. Bro, we've spoke about the gold steak multiple times. It was something we don't like to talk about. If I speak, I'm suspended 6 months. Listen, second half coming up. I just want to see a bit more from us. I put winning 2-0, which is great. Still feel we can improve a lot going forward. I want to see a goal from open play. Yeah. I'm trying to be positive. It's unbelievable that we're 2-0 up and I'm still struggling to feel particularly happy with what I'm seeing. But today is all about the result. It's an interesting one. I want to see Arsenal win 3 or 4-0 now. I just want to see a few goals. Joseph said just joined. How we miss chances like usual. We haven't actually created as much as usual. Ramba said we rotated Trossard, ESR, Kai in the same position. It has not worked. Bringing our academy players. He doesn't seem to like academy players. Emmanuel, question for you, Curtis. Who would be your preferred realistic replacement for Arteta? When I say Zidane, people have meltdowns. I don't know why. He's won 3 Champions Leagues and 3 Spanish leagues. People say, he had prime Cristiano Ronaldo. I would still take the chance. I never heard anybody say that when Pep won Champions Leagues at Barcelona. I don't know. Zidane, Ancelotti, I think, signed a new deal at Real Madrid. There's people out there, man. Zidane, Ancelotti, you've got De Zerbi, you've got Mancini, there's options. There's definitely options. Xabi Alonso's doing well. There's people out there. I mean, Zidane doesn't want to manage in England, but I think sometimes, man, it's the opportunity that's available to you. Man United wanted him. He didn't want to come to England. I bet if Man City wanted him, he would come to England. Let's be real. He didn't want the Man United job with the Glazers as owners and the amount of work that team needs. I think if you spoke to Zidane, he would come. Simeone, would he leave there? I'm not sure. But listen, you give these guys the right project, the right money, he would come, I think. He would join Arsenal. But we'll see. There's managers there that are available. And of course, Mourinho. I'm joking. Let's not do that. Cormac said, are Arsenal sleepwalking into 4th place? They're playing like they're half asleep. But hey, big up Cormac. Second half is underway, people. Let's hope we get a bit more entertainment and a couple goals from open play. Some of you saying Simeone Inzaghi is doing well in Italy. Odegaard 25 yards out. Finds Saka. Come on. Whips in. Oh, it's blocked. Goes out for a corner. Would you take Conte? The problem with Conte is he's so emotional. You know, him and the Kroenkes, I think, would be done in 6 months. He'd call them out in a press conference, they'd sack him. With different owners, don't let Tottenham make you think that guys are finished as managers. It's Tottenham. Nobody does well at Tottenham. But I think Conte is toxic. Corner to Arsenal. Can Gabby get the hat-trick? It's whipped in. Gabby misses it. I don't know if it is actually a hat-trick because I don't know whether they've given him the second goal or whether it was given as an own goal. Here's Declan Rice, 25 yards out. Zinchenko clips it in. Saka. Here's Rice. Have a pop. Rice shoots. Henderson. Oh, there's no power in the shot. Conte would make these players cry. He would, man. He would. Still 2-0 to Arsenal. Oh, has it been given as an own goal, people? I really wanted Gabriel to get a hat-trick, man. That would be epic. Let's have a look. Did they change it? I saw on Sky it said Gabriel had scored 2, but a lot of you saying it's been changed now to own goal, which is frustrating. Yeah, Henderson own goal. So it's not a double. Great touch by Mateta there. I actually think this Mitchell at left back is a very, very good left back. Very good. Saka in a race against Gay. Odegaard's there. He hasn't seen him. Great ball into Havertz. Loses the ball. Manages to keep it. Jesus. Oh, you've took too long. Trossard. Oh. Trossard shoots. It's blocked. They took too long to shoot. Should have worked that more. Zidane doesn't speak English. He won't come to Arsenal. Don't worry, man. He can learn English. Hype said, big up Big C in the community member for 4 months. Big up yourself. Havertz put him in the bin, said Cello. It was given as a Henderson own goal, which is a shame. It's a shame, man. Palace in possession. They have been really, really poor, Palace, honestly. They did change it poor. The header must have been going wide. It's unbelievable, to be fair, because he's 3 yards out. So, in theory, he actually missed the header from 3 yards. He's lucky it hit Henderson on the back of his head. That's in there. I was forgetting his name, Tyreek Mitchell. Very impressed with him. Very, very impressed with him. I've always thought he was good. Here's Eze. Shoots from 25 yards. Dip in, saved by David Raya. Bounces just in front of him and he tips it wide. But yeah, man, Mitchell is very good. Corner to Palace. Ball whipped in. Raya does well and collects it there. Coach, do you think if we lose against Porto and finish outside the Champions League, they'll sack him? I've always said the only thing that will bother this ownership is if we lose money. Oh, we should be in. Jesus, Saka's in the middle. Trossard's at the back. Trossard! Oh, what is that? It's hit him on his shin pad. Saka's asking for a penalty. Good play by Havertz. Rolled it down the line to Jesus. What a kick from Raya. Good touch by Havertz. How have we not scored? Jesus. Will Hughes, he's actually rugby tackled Saka. What is Trossard doing there? Are they going to check that? They're not. Trossard got to score that. Great chance. 12 yards out. Side foot it in. Hits him on his wrong leg. Back of his shin pad. Front of his shin pad. Here's Klein. Terrible cross. Should go all the way out. Yep, goes out for a goal kick. How did we not score? Jesus does well. I thought he was going to pick out Saka. He sees Saka gets pulled down. Picks out Trossard. Back post. Goes to hit it with his right foot. Misses it. And it hits his left leg. And Palace end up clearing it. What a waste. Got to do better. Birthday bash extended. He's having a 6-month party, isn't he? For his birthday. Come on, let's get a goal from open play. What a turn that is by Mitchell on Ben White. Good ball into Mateta. He's a unit, man. Absolute massive. Eze whips into the back post. Zinchenko does well. Trossard finds Havertz, who kicks it in the air. Great header, Jesus. They're playing head tennis. Free kick. Saka's fouled by Anderson. Tried to take the free kick quickly and given away. This game is actually going in slow motion. It's so slow. Honestly, my eyelids are getting heavy watching this. Here come Palace. Eze. He literally plays the game at his own tempo, this guy. Oh, he checked his run there, Mitchell. If he'd have kept going there, he might have got that. Good ball from Rail. Very good ball. Let's give him his credit. It was a fantastic ball. Well controlled by the boy 29. George Graham's there. I'm sure he would have loved all of this defending. JJ said it's an ugly win. I'll take it. I'm with you on that. Listen, I do want to see more. I want to see a pretty win. Some good style and va-va-voom. But the way we've been playing, the win is the most important thing, I suppose. We're up to 1.2k likes. Keep hitting the like button if you haven't already, people. Let's get them likes up. Flick on there from Jesus. Anderson clears it. Palace have looked so poor. Eze, Mitchell, nothing else really. They've been the only two players that have actually stood out a little bit. Gabriel heads that out, goes out for a throw-in on the halfway line. Killing me with the coffee mug. Don't worry. I promise the community before the end of this season, merch will be available. It's in the process. Merch and NBA streams are on the way, people. I said we'd get the show with Turkish. We start tomorrow. So we got that. Member stream tomorrow as well. So we'll get that. Merch is the thing we need. We will get there. Don't go anywhere. We will get there, people. How Rob Holding doesn't get in this Palace team. Well, he can't get in that team. They got Gay and Anderson. They're a million times better than Rob Holding at centre-back. He doesn't get anywhere near this team. It's Trossard. Gets clattered there. Doesn't get enough power on the pass. Honestly, I love watching Eze play. He's so calm on the ball. It's like he's got an extra yard of space than any other player. He's brilliant. He hasn't really damaged us that much. But you can just see his quality on the ball. I'll definitely watch NBA streams. We're going to get there. Chan said, how many people are actually watching the game alongside and how many are just listening and watching? Yeah, interesting. Interesting. Do a lot of you watch the game and mute the game and have me on the commentary? Or are you using the stream to keep in touch with the actual game as well? The crowd is like a tennis match. Listen, one of the major things at Arsenal this season is they're now doing this ballot. So if you're a Red member, you just literally it's like pulling your name out of a hat to see if you get a ticket. So the people that are creating the atmosphere, they can't even get a ticket every week. So you're just getting random people getting tickets, which is good because people who can't usually get in a ticket are getting a ticket. But at the same time, you get groups of people that create atmospheres and unfortunately they're not getting tickets. So there's pros and cons of that sort of ballot system, you know. I have the game on and listen to the stream. I appreciate that. I watch the game, listen to both the commentators at the same time. That's some... you're doing well to do that. You know Ty on AFTV. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed. Ty has the AirPod Albert headphones, the wired ones, and then he puts the big headphones on top as well. And I was like, Ty, why you got two different pairs of headphones on? And he said to me once, he said, I'm listening to Radio 5 Live commentary in this headphone, and I'm listening to music in this headphone. I said, brother, you must be a genius, because I don't know how you make that happen. I don't know how he does it. But yeah, Ty listens to music and football commentary in two different headphones. I don't know how. I don't know how he does it. But anyway, lots of you watch the game and listen, so yeah, I respect it. Book of Eli said, when I'm at work, I just listen to your stream. At home, I mute the game audio. Yeah, man. Here's Mateta on the ball. I know I'm waffling. There's not a lot happening in the game, to be honest. Here's Gabriel Magalhaes? Just Gabriel, we call him. Here's Trossard. He's moving a lot now. He doesn't want to stay on that side. Up against Klein, who's actually doing well against him. Jesus is always offside. Mr. SJ, he said, big up whoever gifted the membership. We've had, I think, 41 new members today, which is amazing. Omar said, 5:45 a.m. Should I continue watching this game or sleep? Listen, you've stayed up now. You might as well watch the last 30 minutes, then go sleep. Arsenal clear it long up the field. Can we get a goal from open play? Saka finds Havertz. Good touch. Come on, we need more from him. Here's Zinchenko. I think Zinchenko's had a good game today. I really do. Saka makes the run. Odegaard, Jesus. Oh, it's a poor pass, Odegaard, man. Jesus. Oh, it's blocked. It's a corner. Now, you look at that. Jesus needs Odegaard to play that pass in front of him so that he can just run onto it and shoot. He plays it to his feet. And it's a slow pass. Odegaard is frustrating me at the moment. Just play the ball in front of him. As a striker there, you've peeled off the defender. He needs that in front of him. He plays it straight to him and slow. Big up Eros, multitasking. Corner to Arsenal. Can we score another goal? It's whipped in. It's headed across. Jesus. It's Saka. It's deflected. Ref! They appeal for a penalty. Jesus. Was it a dive? Ref says get up. Shot by Ben White and Palace can counter-attack. Eze up against Saliba. He's got very little support. Will there be a VAR check for a penalty? Eze against Saliba. It's a corner to Palace. Is that a penalty on Jesus? They're going to check it. Come on. I hope it's a penalty. Klein. I don't know. Does he trip him up? Let's have a look. What happens? I don't think he's going to get a penalty for that, I'll be honest. I've seen Gabriel Jesus do that loads of times, yeah. It's not, they haven't given it. They haven't given it. He kind of grabs him. But there's not a lot. It's soft, man. It's not a penalty. He's exaggerated it too much. Corner whipped in. It's up in the air, headed away. Comes out to Will Hughes. Whips it back in. Raya goes up and collects it. Raya with the long throw. It's 3 against 3. Gabriel Jesus. Surely whips it across to Trossard. Oh, brilliant by Trossard. Yeah! Leandro Trossard. That is the goal we've been looking for. Absolutely brilliant. That is prime Arsenal. What a goal by Leandro Trossard. Brilliant by David Raya. Throws it out to Gabriel Jesus, who lays it across. Trossard on his left foot. Cuts inside the defender. Sends him to the shops. What a goal on the break. That's proper Arsenal. That is outstanding. Bossard is back. Oh, the cut inside. Oh, no. Oh, no. What has he done? Nathaniel Klein. It's an ankle breaker. Klein sent to the shops. He slips over. Look at him. Bruh. Yo, man, put Klein on his back. Oh, my days. What a goal. That is outstanding. That's why Arteta's pumping fists, man. He loved that. Klein got sent to the shops. Roy just looks tired, man. Don't you dare. They're doing a VAR check. They're doing... If you give that offside, I've tweeted, I've said... That's never offside. That's not offside. That's got to be a goal. It's a goal. That's a goal, man. You don't need to keep... Oh, look at... Oh, God. Klein got put on his back. Oh, my days. Trossardinho. That is outstanding. Oh, my days. Proper Arsenal. Proper Arsenal. 3-0 to the Gunners. That's all we wanted, people. Just that 10 seconds of outstanding football. Hey, I'm going to delete the... David Raya, that's what he's good at. Great distribution from Raya. And, he gets the pre-assist for the goal. Great goal. Get ESR on, man. Get Havertz off. Get ESR on. Here we go again. Gabriel Jesus, he overhits the pass. Trossard! Here's Odegaard! Jesus! Oh, it's blocked. We're all over him. We are all over him. Oh, linesman give offside. What a turn by Jesus. Oh, Trossard was off. It wasn't a great ball anyway. Always rated David Raya. Listen, the distribution and the ball at his feet is what he's good at. Drossard to Bossard. Right, listen, Palace. The thing is now, Palace looks so flat. I believe we can go and get another 1 or 2 goals here. Palace's defending got declared. Honestly, this is the worst Palace I've seen. This is horrific. Usually you play Palace. Back in the day, obviously you've had your your Zahas and that, but this is just a woeful. As I say, that is Mateta in the area. Let's not concede. This should be a clean sheet. Eze, shots blocked. Jesus, get up. That's not a foul, man. Free kick to Palace, edge of the box. Roy looks like... No, man, I'm telling you, man, Roy needs to chill, man. I know Roy loves his football, man, and I respect his passion for the game. Roy needs to be put out of his misery, man. They need to tell Roy, listen, bro, there's the contract, we're going to pay you up. Just go home and put your slippers on and relax, man. You've been managing for about 600 years, bro. Palace aren't going nowhere with Roy Hodgson, and I like Roy Hodgson. I respect him. But come on, man. Get a younger, progressive manager. They're terrible. Free kick as straight at Raya, tipped over the bar. Got a lot of power on it. Roy Hodgson looks tired, man. I can't lie. I feel for him. Roy needs to retire, man. You know what I mean? Brother looks tired on the bench. Here we go anyway. Corner to Palace. Graham Potter's in the crowd, as Noonan said. He might be waiting for that Palace job. Although Brighton and Palace are rivals. Come on, can we hit them on the break? Klein's done well. Don't blow your whistle, ref. Get the ball. Palace are wide open on the counter-attack. They've won the ball back. Anderson for Palace. Finds Klein, who never be the same again. Yo, I was actually saying at half-time, Klein's having a great game against Trossard. He got his ankle broken, man. Like prime Allen Iverson. Here's Mateta, who hasn't done anything. I told you, 30 games of the season, he does nothing. And then he looks like prime Drogba. He looks like a blown-up Eddie Nketiah today. Corner to Palace. Big C starting to like the keeper's distribution. Soon, Shameless. I've always rated this brother. Yeah, I'll be there. We will be there, people. We will be there. Get Elise to the carpet, even Eze. Just go and raid Palace, man. Take both of them. Eze can be the attacking midfielder. Elise can be the right winger to give Saka competition. Corner to Palace, though. Let's not concede. Eze floats into the back post. Misses everyone. Who's this guy? Oh, Will Hughes. I think he's the guy who used to swear all the time on Ben Foster's vlogs at Watford. Whip back into the back post. Headed away, comes out. Oh, Schluppmiss hits it. And Declan Rice. Oh, no one's up there. Smashes it long. Begging on her knees to be popular. What was that song again? The Weekend. Yeah, man. Don't worry, man. We need to find that. I'll get that on TikTok. That's definitely the one. I forgot how the song goes, but I know what you mean. The Weekend. Give ESR 24 minutes, man. What's the guy got to do to get game time? You've just rejected West Ham. We're 3-0 up. Give him a chance to play, man. Don't bring him on for 8 minutes. This is where Trossard comes alive close to the goal. You know what? You are spot on with that. I think Trossard actually, he finds his best when he's around the penalty area. You know, he can shoot with both feet. He can pick out a pass. I think having him on the left wing and he's got a run at a fullback and try and outpace him, I don't think that suits him. I actually think you're better off playing Trossard as the false 9 and then just letting Gabriel Jesus drift. Because Jesus got great link-up play, but he's not a goal threat. And then you play Saka on the right. I think Trossard does have a place in this team. He's great in them central areas. Jesus looking for Havertz. You're onside. What are you doing? What's he doing? You're onside, you donut. Oh, my, this guy thinks he's offside. He's a... Oh, God. Get him off the pitch. Jesus. Oh, Will Hughes getting dragged. He passes the ball to Havertz. He's about 2 yards onside, but he thinks he's offside. So he slows down and leaves the ball. And Jesus is saying, brother, you're onside. What are you doing? They're bringing on a young player, Ozzo, for Will Hughes. This guy, Havertz, man. It's only us, we could win 3-0 and this guy still stinking out the place. Crazy. He literally stood there and watched the ball. You're not even aware of your surroundings, bro. You're onside. Yes! Smith Rowe's coming on. Martinelli's coming on. Hallelujah! Praise the Lord! He's making substitutions before the 70th minute. It's incredible. Here's Odegaard. Odegaard's hardly been in the game. ESR and Martinelli, I mean, that's the kind of level of player you want to be bringing on. Who's going to come off? Who's going to drag off? Because Trossard scored. Do you want to take... Trossard comes off. I wouldn't have took Trossard off, but maybe Gabby needs the 90 minutes. Who else will come off? Surely Havertz. He probably won't, though. He'll take Jesus off or someone. In fact, he can't, because then we ain't got a striker. Havertz off. Yes, get him off. Honestly, people, am I being harsh? What do you make of that performance from Havertz again? We're 3-0 up. And I'm looking at him like, you haven't done anything. Havertz off and Trossard off. Raya, we need more of this, 100%. Great distribution. Hangover is cleared, said Concept. Bossard settings. CS, and you apologise to Raya for calling him a midget. Sorry, David. You're not a midget. You're just not that big for a keeper. Concept, ESR with Henri socks. I'm here for it. Come on, man. He knows. Come on! We get an ESR goal here. I'm going mental. I want to see Martinelli as well. I miss the original Badman Martinelli, you know. Now lift your head, bro. We know you want to run. Jesus. Oh, the Martinelli made the run. He didn't find him. I'm starting to enjoy the game a little bit more now. ESR and Martinelli are on time. Big up the community. So good to be back, says World Order. It's nice that we're winning and we're playing better football now. And we've scored a fantastic goal as well. Crowd gave ESR a big reception. He deserves it. Here he is. Come on, lad. Prove your worth. Just build your way into the game. Havertz is not the answer. He's just not. Here's Martinelli against Klein. His confidence is shot to pieces. Do him. Go on. Go on, Gabby. He's finished. Oh, he did him, and then he had the heavy touch. Lift your head up. Keep your head up. Ooh, things are gonna get easier. Keep your head. 2-pack settings, man. I was forgetting the words as I was singing that, and I started mumbling. But, you know, sometimes when you don't know the words, you just go into mumble zone. To be fair, most rappers mumble nowadays anyway. Future's made a whole career out of mumbling. I hope ESR scores, man. This is the team I would have started, actually. But Trossard had a good game in the end, so let me give him his props. I think Trossard drifting central works beautiful. Seatbelt Havertz. Emmanuel said, as a Nigerian immigrant parent, I'm happy watching 3 Nigerian kids, Saka, Eze, and Ozo. Yeah, man. Big 'em up, man. His best 2-pack album. Legend, man. Legend. Saliba with the block. You know what? Saliba today hasn't put a foot wrong. Has not put a foot wrong, Saliba. Mateta has done nothing. Absolutely nothing against him. Gabriel's been rock solid. In fact, you know what? The whole back four. I've been impressed with the whole back four today. They've all done well. Rice has had a quiet game. He hasn't been bad, but he hasn't been great either. AFTV have just seen Gabriel's first header. Ball over the top. What a touch by Eze. He's so good on the ball. He's too good for Palace. He needs to leave. Rice actually doesn't look that comfortable against him, but they don't get him on the ball enough to do anything. Ball over the top. Overhit. Goes out for a goal kick. Would you take Frimpong, the right back from... Who does he play for? Leverkusen. I would take him. He's got a release clause in the summer. 35 million. I'd get him. I'd get him. Jorginho's coming on. Who's coming off? Declan Rice. Oh, he's limping. I don't like the look of that. That's the Eze effect, man. He's had him running all over. I don't think there's anything really wrong with him. Maybe a bit of cramp. Well done, Deckers. Always puts in a great shift. Like I said, I think you see the best of Declan Rice when you see Thomas Partey next to him. Jorginho coming on. LSU said, I want 5-0, clear out the cobwebs, play with passion. I hear you. Eze is class swapping for Havertz. Oh, I don't think they'd want Havertz. I do not want to see this guy coming on or even playing for us. I don't want to see Jorginho get a new contract. This should be his last season for me. Would you take Aina, is it? The Forest guy? Nah, I think we can get better than that. Carlos said, we better see the 10 out of 10 rating for Gabriel. Don't worry, man. If the clean sheet stays there, we're good. You mean Thomas Partey at right back? Well, maybe that's part of the reason he got injured, doing too much running. Henok, that's a great question. Do you know what, yeah? I think Nas is one of the greatest rappers of all time. The one thing, I've always said this. 50 Cent, for me, is one of my favourite rappers ever because I enjoyed his period of dominance more than most other rappers. Nas is in your car, lyrics, conscious music. Nas is the better rapper, there's no doubt. No doubt. But I enjoyed the 50 Cent era more. Oh my God, we're cooking. We're cooking. Oh, they've cleared it. 50 was dissing people every week. G-Unit radio mixtapes every other month. Window Shopper, he was going at Jadakiss. His album was record breaking. So Nas is better, but I preferred that period of dominance of 50, if you know what I mean. I hope I've explained that the right way. Nas is one of the greatest rappers we've ever seen. But he's very much a one-mood rapper, Nas. Nas is conscious, listen, take it all in. 50 was doing all sorts. We're on the attack. Oh, no! Smith Rowe was in. The pass was overhit. Here's Odegaard. Somebody shoot, please. Saka, edge of the box. Saka puts it over. If Jesus takes a bit off that pass, Smith Rowe's one-on-one with a goalkeeper. Nas, you know what I'm saying, innit, Chris? Nas is one of my favourite rappers ever. Unquestionable. Illmatic, Godson, all them albums. He's unbelievable. But the wave that 50 was on, I can't lie, people. I had G-Unit sneakers. I haven't worn Reebok since. I would not go in a shop now and say, yo, let me get some Reeboks. I was wearing Reebok G-Unit sneakers, summer's day, baggy jeans, white tee, and a do-rag. I thought I was in the middle of Queens. The wave was different. So that's what I'm saying. That wave was totally different. I was in Reeboks and baggy jeans. You know, t-shirts, 3 sizes too big. Nas, of course, as a rapper, he's up there as one of the greats. But the 50 wave, that was just pure entertainment, man. I can't lie. 50's up there for me as my favorite rapper ever because of the whole entertainment value that we were getting. Bruv, I had the spinning chain. Trust me, I was standing in the street with the spinning chain. Silver spinning chain. I paid £15 for it from the market. I didn't wear it often, but I was fully in the whole thing. I was in the whole thing. Chain, Reeboks, t-shirt was 3 sizes too big. I was probably a medium. I'm saying to my mum, yo, get me that t-shirt in extra large. It's like, yo, you're a young, why are you wearing an extra? Yo, get it big. I need them boot cut jeans, 2 sizes too big. I need that t-shirt, 3 sizes too big. I was in the mix, people. I was in the mix. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. Nas also fumbled Khalees. She's aging like fine wine. Well, that's a different story, right? I think he was with Nicki Minaj for a bit as well. Rewind. Hey, if we want to talk about lyrical ability and break it, yo, different level. Nas is a different level. Anyway, free kick to Arsenal. Odegaard whips it in. Oh, what is that? What the hell is that? Is Jorginho playing rugby? That's landed on the Highbury pitch. It's so high. Come on, man. Foot Locker. 50 Cent was my first CD I bought off the corner store. It was serious. You're not feeling these gem rappers, Digger D. I respect their work. You know what I'm saying? I hear the odd tune. I think, yeah, man, you know, that's a good tune, but I'm a big man now. I ain't listening to drill music as a big man. That don't help my mind frame. You know, let the youngsters enjoy it. I want to hear lyrics. You know what I'm saying? I'm old school. But I respect what they're doing. I can appreciate good music. Nas fumbled nothing. Khaleesi's credit. Listen, what didn't 50 say? Khalees said a milkshake bring all the boys to the yard. Then Nas went and tattooed the chick on his arm. Like, you know what I mean? She was telling you. Yo, look at Eze. He sent Odegaard to the shops. He's asked him for a drink. Oh, it's blocked. Good defending. Saka. Listen, make no mistake about what we're watching here. Eze is a baller. He is balling out here. He's ruined Odegaard there, by the way. Do you like Dave? Dave's a brilliant artist. That's my kind of music because there's lyrics attached to it. Odegaard, you're right. I think Odegaard's been bang average today at best. Corner to Palace, headed away by Gabriel. I think Odegaard and Saka have been very quiet. Here's Martinelli. We're on the... We're not back. All right, we're back now. We're back now. Martinelli running with his head down again. That is awful from Martinelli. You know? Inverted microphone. Apologies. Mitchell. See how Mitchell just dealt with him there again. Odegaard's shot from the edge of the box was blocked. No power in it. Apologies. We was on the... Oh, no. Gabriel Magalhaes on the floor. All the players are around him. That's not a good sign. I hope that's a kick and not a muscle injury. Because we know what the alternative is Kivior. And none of us want that. That was... that there... Oh, Eddie and Kivior are coming on. Do we just end the stream now and lock it off? Thank you very much for tuning in, people. I'll see you all tomorrow. I'm joking. I wouldn't do that to you. You know what I mean? But the stream goes downhill from this point. Kivior and Eddie and Nketiah double change is horrific. Oh, damn. Who's coming off? Gabriel Jesus. He'll be disappointed he hasn't scored. He's actually had a decent game, but you really Could have done with a goal. He did get the assist, though. Do you know what it is? I don't know what it is with Jesus. He's such a good player. He understands the game so much. He's got so much ability, Gabriel Jesus. But he just doesn't hit the back of the net. I think Gabriel Magalhaes is coming off for Kivior. He looks like he's got a knock. I hope that's nothing serious. And then Gabriel Jesus coming off at Eddie Nketiah. If Jesus could score goals, he would be one of the best strikers in the Premier League. But that's one of the biggest problems. Well, Gabriel's saying there, I think he's saying it was a contact injury, which is better. Maybe just a dead leg or something. He probably is a winger, to be fair. I think we may have to look at him in a different frame of mind, you know. Maybe he needs to play out wide. Jesus is a centre-forward, Dybala settings. He could be. I think a forward in front of him, you know, you would really see Gabriel Jesus do well. You know, because he could just move around. He doesn't have that pressure. Good morning, my neighbours! Big up, Dino. Don't worry. Eddie Murphy's on the pitch. Curtis Nothing beats Tupac. Tupac is my favourite rapper. I think he's the best. But that's a debate for another stream. Carlos said we better see. Oh no, I read that one. Watching Havertz play is like when you try to drive with the handbrake on. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You ain't going nowhere. Big L is the GOAT. Harlem. Harlem. Remember when you say Xhaka mode? I think you should replace it with Havertz mode. I probably could. He plays like he's half asleep. What we got left? 8 minutes to go. Most of the subs have been made. Winding down the game. It'd be interesting to pick man of the match. Really is good. I can tell you already, it's got to be Gabriel Magalhaes. I know the second goal wasn't awarded to him, but still, man, he got us going. He looked like a striker for us playing at centre back. Here's Saka, who I'll be honest with you has not got a lot of joy out of Mitchell at all. And Odegaard's been below par in my opinion. Hasn't done enough. I'm really impressed with Mitchell. Zinchenko's done well. I think the whole of the back four have done well. I think the goalkeeper's done well apart from that one mistake where he kicked it straight to their player. Rice has been average in my opinion. Worked hard but hasn't done much on the ball. And Havertz and Odegaard haven't done much. Here's Eddie. Come on, bro. Link up with him. Can see Saka wants the 1-2 there. He don't give it him back. Palace on the break. Palace have been absolutely woeful, by the way. Not David Raya for man of the match. He's done well in the end. I'll give him his props. I know I was shouting at him earlier, but he has done well, apart from that one time. But not man of the match. Gabriel Magalhaes. I want to see Smith Rowe do something. He hasn't had the ball much. Magalhaes, man of the match, no doubt about it. What's happened to Saka? Quiet game. I actually think Mitchell's had a really good game against him. Eddie's audition for Palace. Send him back on their coach. Man of matches, Gabriel. Ever listen to Drag On? Yeah, I have. Rough Riders. Come on. Here's Martinelli. Let's get a fourth. Let's make it look convincing. Saka up against Mitchell. Odegaard on the overlap. Martinelli with the turn. Somebody shoot. Look, they're trying to play 1-2s when they've got about 10 players on the edge of the box. Kwame said Saliba, man of the match. Defensively, he's been brilliant. Just for me, Gabriel scoring gives him the edge. I know they haven't awarded him the second goal now, but I'm still giving him the credit. Best UK rapper? That's a good question. Nines, Dave, old school gigs. I don't know. You guys may know more than me. I don't listen to much new school UK rap, to be honest. I would say Dave, Nines. Dave and Nines and gigs. They're the three for me. Wretch as well. Wretch 3-2. Yeah, definitely. Kano and Getz as well, yeah, 100%. Stormzy, not for me, too commercial. Here's Martinelli. Potter Paper's good as well. Dizzy is the GOAT for Willsey. Craig David. Yeah, Gabriel's got to get man of the match. I know they'll announce their man of the match in a few minutes as well. Blade Brown, yeah. Fredo. Akala, yeah, he speaks that truth. Here's Martinelli, Zinchenko on the overlap. Ball whipped in. Oh, yes, I was waiting. It's cleared. Comes back out. Here's Jorginho. Come on, there's a fourth goal here. There's definitely a fourth. There's a few people on the pitch that could do with a goal for confidence, you know. Title challenge is on. Here's Martinelli. Gets to the byline. Drills it across. It's blocked. Raya, an assist with the third goal. No, the assist was Jesus. His was the he throws it out and then it gets crossed, so he wouldn't get the assist for it. But it is a great throw. Big up Big C. Will you take the 22-23 Premier League if City are found guilty? That's a good question. Would you take them titles knowing... I mean, part of me says I wouldn't want them because we weren't good enough to win them, so I don't want to be handed it. But on the other hand, I'm like, if they didn't cheat, we would have probably won it. I don't know. Shamelessly, I probably would take it. Just for the sake of winning arguments. Well, we won the league last year. Yeah, but you didn't... Yeah, but we won it, bro. I'll take it shamelessly. Yeah. We're shameless on this channel. We take it. I'll take the title that City won. I say they cheated. We would have won it. Give it to us. Substitution for Palace. Here's Jorginho. Arsenal keeping the ball well here. I definitely think we can score another goal. What's wrong with Craig David, says Tammy. I'm walking away from the troubles in my life. Them old school bangers, you know, them radio hits. 7 Days was a banger back in the day, I can't lie. Craig David, can I get a rewind? If you watch that program, I can't remember what it was called, but you know, where the guy used to take the mick out of him. What we got left? 3 minutes to go. Jorginho looks for Nketiah. Bounces off him like a trampoline. It wasn't a great ball. I think Zinchenko quietly has had a really good game today. Honestly. Good turn there. Zinchenko, honestly. Bo Selector, that's it. Craig David. Can I get a rewind? GG's become a new member. Big up yourself. Member stream tomorrow. Al said ESR in 10 minutes. Done more than Kai Havertz. Here come Arsenal on the attack again. Ben White. Don't punish the City fans. Punish the club. 3-level demotion. It could happen, but I just think they've got too much money for it to happen. Premier League won't want them out of the Prem. They make a lot of money. Booker, 52 points. I saw it, man. Him and KD. Here's Martinelli. Goes to the byline. Every time he crosses it, it gets blocked. Zinchenko shoots, shots blocked, no power on it. And the keeper picks it up. Them old school garage days, man. What we got left? 2 minutes plus time added on. They haven't announced man of the match on TNT yet. I'm sure it will be Gabriel Magalhaes. Look at Roy, man. Someone just make Roy a hot chocolate. Get him his slippers. Say, Roy, man, just go and relax, man. You don't need this. I know he's making money. He obviously loves the game, but come on. Graham Potter's there. He's waiting to take your job. Oh, Eze. Oh, my God. Eze just nutmeg Saka. He's a joke. And then he gives it away. I want get him to the carpet. He's an absolute baller. He just megged Saka like he's not even there. Violence. Absolute violence. Look at him when he gets the ball. His touch, man. He is by far their best player. That was filthy. Make Roy a hot chocolate, man. You know what I mean? Get him a chocolate and some slippers. Palace on the ball. They've been absolutely awful. Don't concede. Here come Palace. Zinchenko does well. Good defending. Corner to Palace. Smash them likes up, people. We're winning 3-0. Highly wanted criminal says, down 3-0 and play a low block. Roy is tight. Roy is knackered. Wasted... What did that say? Wow, they're going at their owners. Wasted potential on and off the pitch. Weak decisions taking us backwards. Hey, Arsenal fans, take notice, man, when your ownership are not doing the job. I'm just saying. Don't come for people on Twitter. Come for the ownership people. And their owners inside the stadium looking at that as well. Ball whipped in, header, goes over the crossbar, goal kick to Arsenal. They're saying Rice is a hamstring injury. That is not good. He was limping off. I was hoping maybe just had a knock. We can't afford that. No shared vision, no structured plan. They're going for the owners. Declan Rice was saying hammy as he walked off. Yeah, I see it on the video. He said hammy to Smith Rowe. Oh, no. That is not good. Good job we got a 10-day break, but... Wow, yeah, he said hammy as he walked off, so... Maybe it's a little twinge. Well, our next game's against Forest away in 10 days, and then we've got about another 4 or 5 days before Liverpool, so you're looking at 2 weeks before we play Liverpool, you know, but Partey might be back for Forest, so maybe it'll be a straight swap. 6 minutes added on. I'm going to be honest, and I got a lot of respect for Roy, man. I think Palace need to get rid of him. Graham Potter's there. Get Graham Potter in. He plays good football. He's young. He's progressive. He's good at working with clubs that don't spend much money. I respect Roy Hodgson. He's been in the game for decades, but they're going absolute. This is the worst Crystal Palace performance I've ever seen against Arsenal. Every time we play them, I'm usually like, you know, concerned by them. Apart from Eze and Mitchell, they've done absolutely nothing today. They are horrible. Absolutely horrible. King Bukshi did lip read it right. He said hammy. There you go. Gabriel Magalhaes gets the TNT Man of the Match award. I hope that banner is for Arteta and the Cronkies. Joseph said, I can't see us winning at Forest. I hope so. I hope so. Rice hammy. Hey, we've got Jorginho. Yeah, that'll solve it. Come on, let's get another goal. I'm greedy. Here's Odegaard. Slips into Eddie Nketiah. Oh, come on. Oh, just get rid of him. Just send him to America. Let him start recording the new Coming to America film. Jorginho gets wrapped. No, not Coming to America. Beverly Hills Cop. We win the ball back. Palace are so bad. They're lucky they've got a few points on the board. They could easily be in a relegation battle. Big up not Ronaldinho, Ronaldinho. Thank you for the super sticker, bro. Alfred said ESR looks a baller. He's been more involved in the game in 20 minutes versus 70 of Havertz. Also seems to link up with Martinelli, who could be in. Martinelli's in the area. Martinelli! Gabriel! Martinelli! Thierry Henry-esque finish. Eddie Nketiah with the assist. What a finish. Gabriel Martinelli. Don't sleep on him, people. Klopp said he's generational. As soon as he lifts his head up, we'll get a player out of him. Martinelli with the Henry finish. 4-0. Great finish. We needed that. He needed that. I said bring him off the bench. And that is game, set, and match. Give Roy his pension and send him home. Good work there by Saka. Wins the ball back. Eddie Nketiah, give him credit. I didn't think he was going to find the pass. Great ball outside of the foot. What a finish that is, by the way. Listen, young strikers, take note. Just passes that into the far corner. That is Thierry Henry-esque. Not the player, the finish, by the way. What a goal. Henderson, he can't reach it. Absolutely brilliant goal, that by Martinelli. Good setup there. It starts with Saka winning the ball. Eze's thinking, get me out of here. Carlos said, Declan Partey v Liverpool used to pray for times like this. Let's hope so. Meek Mill settings. ESR looks bright. Cannot understand why he's not getting a sustained run. He deserves it, man. He's better. Big up Whammer. Come on. Martinelli's in again. Martinelli! It's 5! Gabriel Martinelli from the favelas of Brazil. Rivaldo! Ronaldinho! Ronaldo! Eat your heart out! The Brazilian maestro is here! Gabriel Martinelli! Rinse and repeat! Henry finish again! 5 to Arsenal! Henry finish! Part 2! 5-0. Give Roy his coat, mate. He's getting sacked. What a goal. Saliba finds Jorginho. What a ball. What a ball that is, Jorginho. He's wide open. Rinse and repeat. R1 and shoot on FIFA. What a goal. That is a great finish. What a ball, Jorginho. That'll get Jorginho a new contract, though. That's the only problem. Roy, just send Roy home, man. He looks knackered. He's absolutely knackered. Gabriel Martinelli. What a brilliant... And the full-time whistle goes. Get in there. Yes! That's more like it, Arsenal. Get Roy a pillow. He looks knackered. He looks knackered. 5-0 to Arsenal, people. That's what you got to deal with, man, when you're playing against a low block. Move the ball quickly. That was superb, that second half. Yes! So, Gabriel Magalhaes. Then they've given it as an own goal. Then Trossard. And then 2 for Martinelli. Brilliant. Yolande, big up yourself. Shout out your dad, man. Daddy sprinkling that angel dust on the boys. Big up Yolande. Shout out your dad, man. He would have been proud of that one. Big up Callum Plays. Arteta staying 10 more years. Martinelli's on the beers. Come on, you Gunners. We're back. We're back in the title race. Listen, karma. But listen, enjoy the wins, people. If you can't enjoy the wins, what are we even here for? At the end of the day, that was brilliant. Second half, that was really, really good. Look, they're going mad. I didn't realise Palace fans were so against their ownership. I'm actually gonna do now the giveaway for the £50 voucher. So I'm just going on this app now. How many of you actually commented on it? Was that the last show? Arsenal to release 20 hours ago. Right, let me do this. Let's see who the winner is. Not many of you have actually put your usernames in, so there's not as many of you in this competition. Oh, there's a few of you towards the bottom. Let's have a look. Right, while I'm doing that, let me read out some of your comments. That'll do that. Roy is genuinely tearing up. I feel bad. It's like beating up a pensioner, innit? Like, it's just not. It's not good. But hey, it is what it is. If the old man's got to suffer, then I'd rather him than us, I'm afraid. Hype said that's the response we needed back from the break. Yeah. Big up to Hype. Cliff said, watch now, 5-0. All the Mikel Arteta handholders will say the problem is solved. Watch Robbie Julian in Egal later on. David said, ESR in, 29 out, and my Curtis Shaw TV mug in the post vibes. We will get there. Don't worry, David. We will get there. Alfred said, told you all, Martinelli is our striker. We refuse to use Jesus. Can't play off the last man like that. One pass and he's in, and he's a finisher. Listen, Alfred, you've been calling it for time. Let me get the tweet out. Brilliant second half. Goals from open play and a clean sheet. Come on, you Gunners. Gabriel. Man of the match. Right, there we go. Right, so let me do this. Oh, LSU's gifted another 5. Big up yourself, bro. What's that, 46? I think that's 46 new members today. So big up yourself. I'm just setting up this app now. So what did they say? Fantasy said Right, so Sniper, they've said, can you DM them now? If you're still in the chat, Sniper, they've said DM them now. They're online and because they can't find your message. So they said if you're online, message them now so they can see it and they will reply to you. So if anybody wins, whoever wins now, if you're in the chat, message them on Instagram straight away so they can get in contact with you and hopefully they'll email you the voucher straight away. So let me set up this randomizer and it will pick someone. All right, here we go. It'll only pick the ones. So the winner on this one is Penalty Spot. Penalty Spot at Penalty Spot 33. Penalty Spot, man, yo, he's an OG in the chat. I ain't even seen him in the comments for ages. Penalty Spot is the winner of this one. He wins the £50 Arsenal voucher. I don't know if he's in the comments. I haven't seen him say anything. But if you're in the chat, Penalty Spot, message Fantasy5 on Insta or Twitter. You've won the £50 voucher. Penalty Spot, he's here. He's here. Penalty Spot, big up yourself. £50 voucher. If you're on Twitter or Instagram now, better if you're on Instagram though, message Fantasy5. They're online now. Tell them you won the £50 voucher. I think they're tuned in at the moment as well. So Sniper Scope yesterday and Penalty Spot today. Message them, get your £50 voucher. Any problems, drop me an email, curtisshawtv@hotmail.com, and I'll chase it up for you. Right, there we go. Big up LSU gifted 5 memberships. Samaz said our goal difference is up to 22. And Whammer said, seriously, imagine if we had a serious gunman. Jesus is a baller, but not a number 9. Big C, can as fans really influence the decisions made by the club? I think we can. I think we can, but you need enough numbers and enough energy to influence them, you know, and that's the problem. Hotmail, I'm old school, people. I'm old school. I really am. I'm not even ashamed of it. You know what I mean? I haven't got a Gmail account. I just don't have one. Salman said, big up Penalty Spot. Who would your man of the match be? Who would your man of the match be? Let me know in the comments. For me, it's Gabriel Magalhaes. No doubt about it. We've just hit 72k as well. Another milestone. Big up to the community. We're at 1.5k likes as well. Which is great. Can we get that to 2 or 3k? Oh, timer's still on. Jesus, we'll be playing all day. Let's get that off. 5-0 win. That's how good does that feel? Is that our biggest win of the season? I'm not sure. What was I actually forget what was the Bournemouth game? The gal that I'm used to call is up. Hey, broads, relax with them jokes, you know. Relax. I can't let them know what was happening in the past. But hey, did we beat Bournemouth? Oh, Lons was 6-0, was it? I actually can't remember half of our scores. What did we beat? So we battered Lons. 5-0 at home to Sheffield United. 4-0 away to Bournemouth. So this is our joint highest. And we beat PSV 4-0. And was it 6 against Lons? I can't even remember. I actually can't even remember that. Yeah, 6-0. So it's our joint highest Premier League victory of the season. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I'm actually delighted now. I feel much better. Oh, I think Whammer's spot on, you know. Like, Gabriel Jesus today. I look at his performance and I think, you were brilliant today. He was genuinely brilliant as a football player. He was brilliant. Hold-up play, link-up play, movement. But if I'm a striker and my team wins 5-0 and I don't score, I'm sorry, I'm not happy. I'm not. I'm happy with the victory, team performance, great. I would be disappointed as a striker if we win 5-0 and I haven't chipped in. I haven't nicked a goal. You know, and you think to yourself, with the amount of chances we create, with the amount of goals we are capable of scoring, he needs to get involved. I think we all know we need a striker. And I think you then got to move Jesus around the striker because I don't think he wants to just stay in the penalty area. He wants to go and link up play. He wants to play all around. And imagine Ivan Toney with Jesus moving around him. But it might not be in this transfer window. That's the problem, you know. 3 points, but not mugging myself off, says Cliff. I hear you. Sam said, looks we need warm weather training every week. Send him back for a steak. What I would say is this. Enjoy the victory. 100% enjoy the victory. Because if you can't enjoy a victory as a football fan, when will you enjoy a victory? But what I will say is just stay calm with it. There's a long way to go. You know what I mean? Declan Rice saying he's got a hamstring injury there. How long is he out for? ESR did look lively when he came on. Benzema looks like he's staying, so I don't think that's going to happen. Baby steps. We got to keep building. That was a massive step in the right direction. Good performance. Solid 3 points. 5 goals and a clean sheet. Gabby and Saliba, 1 and 2 in the world. Who's 1 and 2 in the world? Who's better? I would say this year, as a partnership, they are arguably the best centre-back pairing in Europe at the moment. I'm not saying individually they're better than any two. You might be able to find a two that's better. But as a partnership, because Man City are rotating a lot. Stones is getting injured, so the Stones-Diaz thing hasn't been running. Van Dijk and Konate is good. Alaba got injured at Real Madrid. I think they are an outstanding centre-back pairing. And when you think about how average the two fullbacks have been playing, and we've had a lot of, you know, the goalkeeper situation, I think them two are absolutely outstanding. I want to give credit to some players that I don't usually give credit to. I want to give some credit to David Raya. His distribution was superb. You know, the one in the first half, I went a bit crazy, but he did well in the end and helped us get a goal. Eddie Nketiah, you know me, I don't rate him. I would sell him, but very good assist to Martinelli. Jorginho, another player that I don't particularly rate, but a very good pass to Martinelli for his second goal. Tata Ginger, would you take Anderson from Palace? I'd take him as a backup player. If you're talking about a player that could come off the bench and play in case Gabriel and Saliba are not available, I'd rather Anderson was playing than somebody like Kivior. Of course, yeah, I would take him. I think he's a good player. That winner's done a lot for our goal difference. Let's have a look at the table. When we're still not where we need to be, of course, but it's a step in the right direction. Liverpool top of the Premier League, 45 points. They've got a game in hand. They play Bournemouth away tomorrow. We're level on points with Man City, but at least goal difference is a little bit closer now. We're 3 behind them. And obviously we're on 43 points. We've gone above Villa on goal difference, which is good. We're 3 points clear of Tottenham on the same game. So it all looks rosy in the garden, but we've obviously still got a long way to go. You know, if we want to get back in the actual title race, baby steps, got to keep winning, got to beat Forest. We've got 10 days now. Use that 10 days to try and get Partey closer to fitness. Hopefully Declan Rice, it's not a serious injury, and then build from there. I have to say, 2 players that really impressed me today. Tyreek Mitchell. Make no mistake about it, Saka was very quiet today. I felt Mitchell handled him. It's like he knew what he was going to do. I think Mitchell is genuinely good enough to play for one of the big 6. I really do. I think he's a very, very good fullback. Eze, he's playing the game at his own tempo. He was not outstanding because he didn't damage us. He didn't score, didn't create an assist. But he just plays the game. It's like he's playing in first gear, nutmeg Saka, drifts past Declan Rice like he's not there. He shoulder bars Trossard. I would sign Mitchell and Eze, genuinely, honestly. Premier League ready. Elise, I'll go and take all 3 of them. But yeah, Mitchell and Eze were impressive today. They are both too good for Crystal Palace. Palace look tired, man. They're missing players, and Hodgson looks like his time's up there, really. Simon said when Jesus and Trossard play together, they interchange really well. Both seem to read each other's play. They do. They do. I think when Trossard drifts central, he's brilliant. That seems to be where he needs to be effective. His goal today, man, the way he sat down Nathaniel Klein, sent him to the shops, fell on his back, just outstanding. Anyway, people, I'm going to round up. We've been on for 3 hours pretty much now. Thank you very much for tuning in. You've been absolute legends. We've done the prize giveaway. They've messaged me back, so get in touch with them now. Penalty Spot and Sniper Scope. Get your voucher. Tomorrow, 3 p.m, members stream. 7 p.m. on Turkish's channel. Turkish and Curtis show will launch. We'll rotate each week. 1 week will be on Turkish's channel. The week after will be on mine. So we'll get that started. I won't do the roundup show until Monday. If we'd have lost, I'd have done Arsenal therapy tomorrow. Because we've won, we can relax. We'll do a member stream. I'll do the show with Turkish. I'll be back at 2 p.m. press conference reaction and all that. 2 p.m. on Monday. So listen, finally, Arsenal fans, we can enjoy our weekend. 5-0 win, goals galore, a clean sheet. And we're climbing up the table. Let's hope maybe Liverpool can drop points tomorrow. Thank you very much for tuning in. I appreciate your support. Legends, every one of you. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Bless.